Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yeehawlads podcast, episode number 102. Got to kick things off with the joke of the day as per the new usual. We got a good one here. What does the painter do when she gets cold? Anybody? What does the painter
Puts on another layer?
Puts on another coat.
God damn it.
I was close.
I was thinking something about mask, like masking tape.
Like cover this. do
Yeah,
that,
I'm like, crap. I
Put
don't
on
know.
another coat. What a terrible joke.
Womp
I had to sort through that whole stack, and like a third of them are so bad. I'm like, these aren't even they're not even jokes. They're just bad phrases.
Phrasing.
So the ones that you guys are getting are the premium out of that stack.
Primos.
That's how bad they are.
Do you have like a you've already looked at them pile?
I have just like sorted through them quickly. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
that makes sense. That's a like spelling pun that isn't going to transfer over video.
I didn't know if you had like 3/4 of the boxes gone through already. You're like,
I have-
guys, we're struggling here.
I've got
already.
3 piles. Bad, maybe at some point, and like the use pile. So
Hell yeah.
we're going to work through those. But in the meantime, this week's episode is going to be the What We've Been Up To episode. Nick is absent. He had an emergency computer repair job pop into place. So this week we're just going to catch up on the things we've been doing, work on the cars, whatever else has been going on. One of the things that's been going on working on the cars has been Andy figuring out why his car sucks.
Well,
maybe not sucks,
More
but-
specifically, what car?
Well, all
true.
of them.
Yeah.
Okay, actually,
Because Andy's actually been busy.
I
Unlike the
came
rest
to
of
a
us.
revelation that every single vehicle I own has some sort of
Problem?
not problem, but some sort of like something wrong with the fuel. Like
Okay. that is-
ATV has needed a carb clean since I got it.
Sure.
Okay.
Truck has a CP4, which
It
for
just
anybody who doesn't
has
know has a
CP4 Disco Party.
yeah, it's a diesel fuel
They just
pump
blow
that,
up.
that they have very tight tolerances on, and they like to explode a lot. And it's like $10,000 to get it replaced if it does explode.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fuck that.
The Subaru at Rallycross was leaking.
The white Subaru.
Leaking some gas. Didn't know why. I have an evap code for a while.
And
Wasn't
leaking
sure.
might be a strong term. It was like
The tank was
soaking,
damp.
yeah.
The tank was damp.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, problem. And it smelled really bad.
Yep.
And then the blue Subaru now has a rusted through hardline. I started it twice, and now it's
A
dumping.
hard fuel line.
hard steel fuel line is
Oh.
bad. The soft line is fine, but
For
I've been on a
now.
hunt. I've been on the hunt for that. I'm like, cool. So that one's pouring fuel out of it, and then the Jeep, I'm pretty sure is boiling fuel now.
How's it boiling fuel?
I drove it down the road, and I think the
Like the fuel rail gets
yeah,
that
the
hot?
coolant temp is at 210 steady, and I'm like, I think I need to do a lower thermostat,
Probably.
especially before Memorial Day, before it
Yeah.
starts getting
Get
hot
that
out.
shit opened up quicker.
Once the engine's cool, I think it'll not boil it because I've never had that problem before. But I'm going up. I did a flex test with some new parts. We'll get into that. But on the way back, it was running for maybe 35, 40 minutes.
Okay.
And going up the hill, like towards my house, it's just like cutting out and backfiring and like
Ooh.
just.
Wap, wap, wap,
I'm like,
pow.
what in the hell? And like it barely makes it up the hill. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I'm like, I think we're boiling fuel because I don't like. There's no check engine code. It's
Yeah.
just angry.
Just running that lean.
So I'm like, huh.
Usually, like a fuel filter would cause it to bog, not
Yeah.
to just stutter and pop.
Yeah, no, this was
randomly.
stuttering and popping, and then the coolant temp. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it hasn't ever been that high before. Like, it was hot during hangover run, but that's in January and it was cold, so it didn't
Right.
matter.
Yeah.
I say
Now that I'm-
210's not crazy.
Yeah,
but it's full.
it
10.
should be. Yeah, it should be less than that. Ideally,
it's
it's
fine.
210. Once it gets to temperature, it will never go less than 210.
Yeah,
so it's
210
not
is-
overheating, but it is. The thermostat opens up and it's just constantly running, and then
At
the fans
that
run
temp,
all the time.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like,
210 is a 195 degree thermostat plus a couple of degrees. It's not crazy.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna drop like a 180 in it though, and see
Like
if
a
it helps.
165.
Something.
You don't even need heat in that thing.
Fair,
You
honestly.
know, just put like a. Just,
If I
wouldn't say
need heat,
take
I'll
it
just
out,
rev bomb it. It'll make heat. It'll be fine.
The exhaust is heating up the floor. It stays warm. We're
This
good.
is true.
Just have a
not-
radiant heater.
I need to put the heat shield on it. This is true. But
So are you gonna try to like? Is this a normal problem that XJs have? Is fuel boiling, or are you just thinking it's just?
It
yours?
is. I've known of it. I'm not sure if you remember it from the Club XJ days on Facebook.
All I remembered was crank position sensor.
Crank
People just
position sensor
yelling.
and overheating problems.
Yeah.
And then because
And
of
hood
overheating
vents.
problems, boiling. Oh, hood vents.
hood
yeah.
vents.
But
You might need
yeah.
hood vents.
I thought about hood vents. I'll be honest. I'm like, none of them look good. Is the problem?
Well, there's you go to Menards, you get floor registers, and just cut them into the hood.
No, I actually thought about doing like cutting my own cowl hood into the hood. That way, at least there's like a vent
Yep.
to get
Something.
some sort of air out of it. People
Yeah.
also do hood spacers, which you just literally put like a 1-inch spacer off of the hinge.
Yep.
Right.
That way the back is tilted up. That way air can escape.
But you
like,
can't
towards
do that.
The windshield.
It'll hit the cage.
No, there's plenty.
Well,
of
no,
room.
but as it goes up, it'll hit it super soon.
Possibly.
Right now,
yeah.
your hood will go full vertical.
Yeah.
As soon as you put those in there, you're losing like half that.
Fair.
Because your hood is not a strut; it's a bar to hold it up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you do that, it might not open all the way.
Fair. Yeah.
So
But either way,
cutting holes in it. You
Yeah.
can't make it taller. You need to make it holier.
Yeah.
Speed holes.
So.
Get the 4-inch hole saw. Just go
I was
crazy.
just about to say, just give me a fucking hole saw and just look the other way.
Yeah, not so worried about
Try
that
to
at
line
the
it up.
moment. I'm really just, I mean, either way, like if it does get super hot and if we're on trail, it's more like just, all right, hey, I got to take a break and I'll watch everybody else wheel for a while.
Just
and then
dunk the front of the thing into a creek. You'll be
Ooh.
fine.
I'll try.
Wash your fluid tank full of water. Spray the radiator.
I have one and it's
I
it's
know.
about as big as my blue cup here.
you don't need
not
much.
very
You
big.
give a little and just drop it down about
Did you
5
get the
degrees.
same one I had for the ship box?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 1 liter fucking
Yeah, it's
tank.
not
It's
big.
not a
A
lot.
liter? A liter?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's probably half gallon.
Yeah, not
maybe.
a whole gallon.
Just
for
go
sure.
to the junkyard and get a washer fluid reservoir.
Well, no,
out
it's
of like
the
an
fact
F-150.
I can't put it. There's no more room in the engine bay. I have my
could
steering
part of-
reservoir and my pump and
So
all the
just
lines.
put it in the
and,
back.
yeah.
Could part of your problem be that you have your evap canister in the tied up in the engine?
It
bay?
was in there last Memorial Day too, though, and it was hot as
True.
shit last
It was
Memorial
hot,
Day.
yeah. My
And
truck
actually, it was on
hated
that.
it.
Now it's on the side without the manifold.
Yeah.
Because it's a straight 6 Jeep motor, you know, the manifold's only on the one side. This is
Right.
now on the opposite side, and now it's boiling fuel.
Oh, okay, so it's probably not that.
So I'm like, I don't think so. But
No.
either way,
you just cut up an old beer can, you slip it around the fuel rail, and it keeps it cooler.
yeah, I got to figure something out.
Something, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure there's a solution that people have done, or like
Yeah.
it seems
well,
like this.
the
and it's
gold
not.
foil wrap for fuel rails.
I got a
and
whole
stuff.
bunch of that.
You do?
I do.
Oh.
My whole
For the-
intake in the Fiesta's wrapped and stuff.
True.
It came with 2 rolls of it.
Oh, fucking
Shit's
sweet.
expensive.
Oh, it
so
is. Yeah,
it's like $50.
It's
a roll.
literal gold. Like
Yeah.
it is gold plated tin, like
NASA
tin
and-
foil with like an adhesive backing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something like that. But I've got
dissipates heat
I
really
think
heat
I have
well.
2 whole rolls of it, or at least
Sick.
1.5.
I might steal that from you.
Well,
Or
steals. a
you know,
strong word.
yeah, we'll
But
barter.
you wrap your fuel line, I'll do something else.
Hell yeah.
But that might be a good option for you. You can just basically crumple it in there and make
Yeah.
it not soak.
I guess we're
Yeah.
talking about the Jeep. You want to pull up some pictures?
We can, in fact, pull up some
Okay.
pictures.
To start off, what did I do first?
So, updated the whiteboard.
Updated the whiteboard.
Did you move the whiteboard?
No, I had to.
'Cause your-
the plumbing is now in
Yeah,
the way.
your
So
drain
like,
pipe for
you
your
can see-
fucking
you can
bathroom.
see
See
it.
the drain pipe on top
yeah,
of the
you
picture.
can't see that the top 3 labels are truck, Jeep, and Cobra.
Shit, can you even get the screws out of it? Because I know we put them in the corners.
Yes. This
Right
is-
angle ratchet. Get that out easy.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay.
there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
You can't even read your own handwriting, can
yeah,
you?
no, AC condenser, new upper link, which I was. You have that little bender, right?
Yes, we've got an affordable
I
off-road
think you need to
bender.
bring it to my house because I
And
think
we
we're gonna
should
have to take it on and off multiple times
And just bend
because it
the
already
shit out
has
of it.
like 6 bends in it. But the problem is I need it bent in a certain area to clear the drive shaft.
The problem is your upper 3-link bar
Yes.
rubs the drive shaft.
Yeah, it's
at
on
a-
the driver's side, on the same side as the drive shaft,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes contact from like I don't know, call it like 70% flex on that if that tire's up.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It starts to rub the drive shaft. Not super aggressive. There's no marks or bends or on the drive shaft. or anything.
Conveniently,
I'm just
it's-
trying not
it's
to
right-
mess up.
It's
the drive
right
shaft.
on the weld seam for the drive shaft.
Not even the weld seam.
I
It's
thought it
the.
was. Or is it on the?
It's like the rubber bushing on the yoke.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I thought it was on the weld seam. I'm like, well, that's hard.
It's
at least.
it's strong where it's hitting, but
Mm.
it's still like I don't want to like. My worry is that I bump it. Not like rubbing, it's fine, but
Yeah.
like if I come up or come down something hard and it slaps it, I don't want to. I don't want to tweak my whole drive shaft. Then it goes. You know.
rip a
rips
U joint
itself
out
apart.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
We could always notch
the
your
U joints.
link, but
The U joints on it already. They have like a plastic like the
Cover.
cups.
Yep.
The cups have little plastic things on the end of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're already like chewed up. So I've either flexed out that U joint to the max or it's been just
Which
under
is-
stress.
that's awfully impressive for just being like put together roughly.
Yeah. I don't know,
If you're getting a foot of travel out of it pretty easily.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So,
So updated the whiteboard.
yeah, update. Yeah, new upper link, or like I said, have you bring the bender over. We're literally just gonna have to like set it in, set it out, set it in, set it out, and then like once we think because the front mounting point and the back mounting point can't change, but the middle of the bar has to get clearance.
So we can always just thread the rod ends out further and bend the bar to like to adjust for.
What the hell do you have written under boiling fuel?
In which they
ABS
bracket. It's half cut off.
Looked like it was fucking Russian for a minute. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Belt squeal, figured that out. It's the power steering pump. I have it just maxed out right now. Nice. Might need to readjust it, but at the time, for right now, it's quiet. And once it squeals for like a couple minutes at startup. Now it's fine.
Yeah, you just do that.
But that's up AC condenser, upper link, slider extension bars, and that was all like, I should I'll get that done eventually.
That's stuff that I should do.
Yeah. Before Memorial Day, which is in fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Before Memorial is bolt check fluids and grease. Put a heat shield around the exhaust. D60 flush and retorque. I'll get into that. I'm going to have to do that very soon.
Interesting.
Boiling fuel. Talked about that. ABS bracket. Literally just need to cut the bracket, and then instead of using two, it's a U shape underneath the master. I just need to cut that bracket in half and just use the one.
Okay.
Because it goes onto the stud of the booster.
Yeah.
So I just need to attach that. So my ABS module. Bracket pump,
both of them, whatever, however you want to call it.
Block, ABS block.
ABS block, that makes sense.
That needs to be solid mounted as all.
Okay.
Easy.
Sure.
Bump stops. I have the hockey pucks and I have the bolts now, so I just need to drop the front axle and take the springs out, tap the center hole, and I'm going to not flush. It's like when you drill something to hide the head of the bolt in something, like flush mount.
Inset.
Yeah, I want to do that into
flush
a hockey
mount,
puck. For the bolt, essentially.
Yeah, you want to drill it, press the bolt head into it, so that way it doesn't stick out.
Yeah. Because the extrusion, inside the coil, the factory Jeep bump, is just it's a pipe. So I don't want the bolt head to get into that and rip it or something. I'd rather have that hit the hockey puck.
Sure.
So
funny little tangent. When I was fucking around with the back of the donor of the ship box, just checking stuff out, I grabbed the bump stop on the rear and just wiggled it, see if it was rotted or anything. And I put a little bit of force into it and it just completely snapped off. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rusty. Yeah. I will also be talking about rusty Subarus. So bump stops, rear end flush, retorque, make sure it's all good.
Have you heat checked that thing in a while? I knew there was a problem where it was getting hot real quick.
It was only 30 or 40 degrees hotter than the front axle.
Okay.
I think it was 190 and the front axle 140, which is it's hot. It was hot to the touch.
I mean, they're going to get hot, but how hot is correct, I guess.
Oh, and I Kyle Meng, if you're listening to this, or anybody else who runs a 14 bolt on a daily driver truck, not a off-road rig, I need a heat gun temperature reading from all around the housing, preferably towards the
for
pinion.
A baseline.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, it's the normal guys aren't on 40s and 538s.
Yeah.
But it'll be a good litmus test.
He's if Meng says he's at 160, I'll call it fine.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's all the metal shavings in it because it was the Gov lock axle. There's still shavings in it. I know there is.
Yeah. The adjuster threads are garbage, so they're tight-ish.
Yeah. It's all just kind of the first time we've ever put gears in anything. It's I'm kind of,
Yeah, the front we did pretty nicely. The rear, it's you're supposed to set it to a certain amount of tight. And when the threads are all gacked up, it's hard to get that much tension properly without it popping into place and being weird.
So I'm just worried that my, major investment in the gears is not going to fucking explode is all.
Yeah.
So
fair point.
But yeah.
And then bump stops, front shafts.
Oh, front shafts. Yes, the front shafts. My U-joints in the front shafts are junk. I ordered a set. I think it was $450 shipped.
Good lord.
For
that's still cheap.
They're F450 and 5. Yeah, they're non.
Oh, I got.
Well, they're a little bit thicker shaft. They're way bigger C's and a bigger U joint. So all in all, it's
beefy.
It's a stock replacement, stronger,
Yes.
and because of the bigger U joint, you get more angle out of your U joint too.
That's kind of nice.
So if you're turning on them, you're not maxing out the U joint. So I'll be able to go full bump,
clicking,
full lock to lock, and it's not going to click. It's not going to bind up nearly as bad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I know my Dana 60 are 1480s. These are what 1550s now.
I don't even know.
They're big.
I think 1530.
No, I think your stock 60s are.
I don't even know.
They're big.
I do.
Whatever they are, they're fucking big.
Well,
the
problem.
said.
So I pulled the shafts.
This is
out.
why we need a soundboard.
I pulled the old shafts out.
Okay.
And if you want to go to the picture,
can do.
The internal axle shaft seal. I did.
I don't think you. Oh,
right there.
These ones. Okay.
Yeah, if you look at the mangled mess on the right side. Yeah, that one, that little one there. That seal, you can see the other one I have taped to a pipe because I'm like, how does this go back in? They came out on my old shafts. They were stuck on the shafts.
Sure.
I'm like, how the fuck did I put these in there? Like, I don't remember how they go in. Like,
hey, Chris Fix It here.
Are these the inner axles? Like
Yes.
these are diff side seals?
Yes. They were on the very bottom of the shaft. There is no way that they can slide up any more of the shaft. There's a machine part of the shaft.
Don't we put them in through the diff side?
Yeah.
Like from the center out?
Yes.
Yeah. And they came out on the shaft?
Yeah.
How the fuck did they do that?
I don't fucking know. And that's what Trevor Torrin said.
That's
He's like,
way worse.
He's like, I'm pretty sure you have to pull the diff. I'm like, how? All I did was yank them out of the fucking case. They were stubborn as fuck, and I used a pry bar.
Oh,
I had to use a pry bar on the unit bearings off of the C and like pull them out. But like they came out, and I'm like, I thought I was maybe fighting like some grit on the splines from when I welded it because these shafts have not been out since I welded it.
Yes.
So I'm like, maybe it's that. And I'm like, no, they're just brand new seals, and they're not worn in enough, so they're very tight around the shaft still. So they just stuck to both shafts when I pulled them
And I'm assuming
out.
it ruined these seals.
No, they look for
Or are they
like
just dirty?
the flange. Yeah, they're just dirty.
Okay, they look dirty.
Yeah, well, the tube still had crust in them, so like dragging it through the. The shafts are you can't hold the shaft in the center of the tube because they're so fucking long and heavy, so they just fall and get drugged through all the rust
because
and
like
shit.
the short side shaft weighs like 15 pounds, and the long side's probably 35 or 40.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I also had the bearing, the unit bearing on the ends of them, so
that's another 20 pounds on each one.
Yeah, they're heavy.
They're gigantic.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might have to pull the fucking carrier and put these in. I need to Google it. I haven't even looked into it yet. This was Tuesday after work. I was just defeated. Like I fucked with these for over an hour. I was like, oh, pull shafts, put shafts back in, go work on something else.
Yeah,
I'm
these
like,
gigantic
what the
heavy
fuck?
things.
Yeah. So I'm like, what in the fuck? Yeah, okay, so if you look in, zoom in on the...
Like over here?
Yeah, like right where your mouse is. That's where the seal sat.
Yeah, this little shouldered area.
Yeah, and then
It's nice and clean.
closer towards the unit bearing is even bigger, so they can't... Like, that's where they sit. So I'm like,
And here's your very nice U-joints.
Yeah, they're bad. You can see the rust coming out of them.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's why he's replacing them, remember?
Nasty.
Yeah. I'll say, Marcus, you weren't there for Hangover Run, but they were making a hell of a lot of noise.
They were popping rather aggressively.
Yeah. I'm like, I hope they're not the unit bearings. I hope that they're just the U-joints, and I'm going to replace them.
Because unit bearings are expensive.
Yes. I mean, these shafts weren't cheap, but they're also an upgrade already. So
See, the unit bearings are what, 300 a piece?
For good, like O'Reilly's brand,
Yeah.
For like the cheapest ones online, I think like 150 or 180 a piece.
For what you do, it'd probably be fine. But
I'm just going to get, well, I think O'Reilly's has lifetime warranty.
ooh,
So-
that's big.
So yeah,
Huge win.
Like I have an alternator, a starter with lifetime warranty. If I have the
You run that place out of business.
technically a steering gearbox, but I think that's a little
that's gone.
a little loose in the tooth now. It's kind of
Yeah.
doesn't do anything for
No,
you.
I made money on that actually.
Well, yeah, but
because I bought it.
you
for
don't
40
need
bucks
it
or whatever.
anymore.
Yeah, this is also true.
Doesn't go there.
But yeah, so
Okay.
yeah.
So fighting
the
that
shafts.
axle. Okay.
Sunday I did the anti-wrap bar in Leaf Springs. If you want to go to those
With
pictures.
newer, thicker tubing.
Yes, 1/4 inch wall, 1.5 inch tube.
Yeah.
I thought I took it all apart and I'm like, I think I need to buy bushings and the sleeve insert. Remember how Barnes sent me the wrong sleeve insert for my steering? It was supposed to be 3/4.
That you just had the
I
right
had a
ones laying
7/8
around.
left hand thread and a 7/8 right hand thread, and this is a 7/8 time. So I I made the whole thing. I didn't even have to buy any parts. I just remade it, made it extra long. It's probably gonna hit the floor. It'll be fine.
It'll dent the floor out of the way at least.
It's already dented, so at this point I'm like, I don't care. But yeah, like made it. Oh, chopped the bracket, dropped it way down. I don't know. I took probably two, like from eye hole to eye hole.
Oh, at least like
probably
2.5
2.5, 3 inches. Yeah,
easily. Because it was like up in this area.
Yes.
It was noticeably longer.
yeah. So yeah, redid that. Once I finished that, started swapping the leaf springs to the Kyle Mang cursed leaf springs. I don't know if you heard that episode of Total Off Road.
It was in the Patreon, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
When I mentioned it, but
So yeah, oh yeah, it was in the Patreon.
you can see how much you cut off this because it would have been at least up in this area.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Yes.
Cut a big chunk off of it.
Yeah, clearance.
Clearance.
So yeah,
So start on the leaf springs. So
Leaf
why are they
springs?
cursed?
These leaf springs are cursed because they went through 2 or 3 different owners, and all 3 of those people have rolled their Jeeps.
Now, did they have
so they're
cages, though?
cursed.
No, and also, I might be reversing the curse because technically these are flipped around.
Yeah, so
So the curse should be reversed because they are in backwards.
the centering pin on an XJ spring is not in the center. It's actually offset forward. So if you flip it backwards, you get
you gain it's free stretch essentially.
You get like 4 inches of extra.
Yes.
It's free real estate. Yeah. So what are they? Or are they just like a
They're
weird old pack
double
that nobody
wrapped.
knows?
They are the same. The curvature is the same.
Okay.
I took a 1 inch or inch and a quarter block out, and I still gained it probably an inch and a half.
Your springs were also ruined.
Flat. Yeah. The ones on the left are old. The ones on the right are new. Way beefier, double like military wrapped.
More leaves. Yeah.
Way bigger bushings. Yeah, they have the like U-bolts down the center that if they ever fucking break, they kind of they won't flex too far.
They can't twist apart.
Yes.
Okay.
Really good leaf springs. Got them for $200 from Kyle. He sat on them for a while. He hit me up like a week ago and was like, "Hey, did you end up using those?" I'm like, "I'm about to. Like, I literally need to do it before Memorial Day, so I'll know very soon if I end up using them."
You're
or
like,
not.
this week I am installing them.
Yeah. He's like, okay. Just wanted to, was just curious. My buddy ended up like needing a set. I'm like, yeah, sorry, I ended up using them.
I gotcha.
But yeah, he sat on them for like 2 years, and he's like, well, now then he got his he won the Naxja, or no, he won.
No, he
Dom
won.
Stacks
Dom
had
Stacks,
a
triangulated 4-link
triangulated 4-link coilover conversion kit for an XJ
for the rear axle.
yeah,
yeah.
Good
Mang
for
had
him.
$200 in that raffle. It's an $1,100 kit.
Shit.
So he made out like a bandit. He hasn't installed it yet, but he's like, well, I don't need these leaf springs. I'll just keep the ones in it that I have
I don't
now.
need this fucking junk.
Yeah, so he sold it to me. So yeah, actually he's in it $0 because he sold me back the leaf springs he was going to put in.
Scam the shit out of you.
Yeah, so good for him.
Yeah. We like to see little wins like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've got them in now. Do your shock angles look any different?
I moved them out. I was only able to get the shocks to move one hole out because they're under so much pressure and they're so big. Like
Yeah.
they don't have much shock showing.
Right.
But after moving them out one hole and then also with these new leaf springs, it rides 10 times better.
That's when we first built it up. That's what I was afraid of. Is your angle was so intense.
I don't even think the shocks did looking at one hole is not that different of an angle. I think the leaf springs just being way better is what's doing it because I literally could almost barely drive this on the road because the body roll was so bad. I had to wear a seatbelt because I would be thrown to the next seat if I was not going around a corner.
Yeah.
So now with the good leaf springs, it's like
I'm
like, oh, I so don't have to have an anti-roll bar.
Yeah, the springs are probably 25% stiffer because they're actually in good shape.
Yes.
And the shock's doing 25% more, but it feels 100%
maybe
better.
5 or 10.
not
There's
that
really
much.
not a lot.
Because I think one hole over is like an inch and a half or something. It's not enough to change
not a
it.
lot. I did it just because
Every
either
inch
way.
you can get it straighter is better.
Yes,
So,
but I will need different shocks to go to the farthest out holes on the adjustable
Sure.
shock.
Yeah, just the way yours is so close together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
like a
not a big
2-inch
deal.
shorter
I'll
shock
do that
would be
eventually.
nice.
These leaf springs I think are going to change a ton. And I'm also curious because my old leaf springs were so blown out. I'm curious how much more I'll be able to flex, or how much less I'll be able to flex because these are stiffer.
So
essentially
what'll probably happen is you will flex the same amount total, but having stiffer springs in the rear will make the front flex harder.
Yes.
So you're gonna get into that drive shaft way quicker.
That's kind of what I was worried about.
That's
That's why
'cause
I'm like,
That was the problem with my truck originally. Is the rear was so soft, the front wouldn't move. It would
Yeah.
just twist to the rear like a pretzel.
Yep.
So then when I put more springs back in it, the front started to actually move more.
yeah. Yep.
mine was too
Which I'll say
soft.
I did flex it out. I don't.
You
did I
didn't send me
you
any of that,
a
no.
Picture of the leaf springs.
No, that's all you had sent me. It was just the one of them sitting by them.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, it's kind of a weird looking picture. I took it for mostly just for like my benefit essentially.
I do that all day, every day. I take pictures of just random stuff and add it to my folder of Fiesta pictures.
Yeah, no, the leaf springs in the back corner. I was flexing it, checking all my stuff. So like the corner that was getting the down pressure in the rear, like leaf spring had many a bend in it. So they are still flexible, so it still seems pretty okay. But
Okay. Yeah, that's
so far big upgrade leaf springs.
already noticeably
Leaf springs
better.
that aren't flat when you are sitting on solid ground or flat ground.
Yours were pretty bad.
They were pretty
They were
bad,
they were almost as bad as mine.
Yeah, they're not happy.
No.
But they're happier now. So
That's ideal. It's just little improvements.
But yeah, so now I got to figure out the front axle to put back in, or like the seals to put in, then the axle shafts, and then drop the axle, put bump stops in.
So we got to pull that carrier out, and then, which actually pulling the carrier out isn't that hard. Now that we already have the shims, they're already under the bearings, it really isn't that bad.
Exactly.
And
it's not going to hurt to clean it all, and I'm going to put new oil in it anyway, and this and that. So
you spend a day and just rip that thing apart, do the links, do the new seals, just put it all together nice and neat and clean and fresh.
Put my bump stops in, call it good, and then ideally at some point try to rebend the
upper link.
Upper link, yeah. So
I gotcha.
we shall see.
We can see how that goes.
But
how
yeah,
have your other projects been gozing?
Oh God. So Marcus,
There it is.
speaking of rusty Subarus, you want to click on the video?
WRX.
I absolutely can.
You have no idea, Marcus.
Hey, that's where the tire goes.
Turn the audio on. I'm sure there's not much.
I'm quite talkative in this.
Oh boy, we love that.
So this is a picture of the start. I'm laying underneath my car. This is where the spare tire goes. It's
Blue
the trunk.
Subaru, white Subaru.
Blue Subaru. This is the WRX.
Gotcha.
I took it in. I'm like, maybe I start working on this thing. That immediately went to not working on this thing.
Not today.
Yeah.
See why?
I need something from the trunk.
Oh my God.
I very
Don't worry, I'll get
easily
it.
punched a hole through the trunk floor.
It's paper.
Don't worry, I'll grab. Oh, hey, there's a spare tire.
I've seen pinatas with more structure than
Yeah,
that.
there's the spare tire.
Quit ripping it. We're going to have to fix that.
What the fuck? Oh, here.
Oh.
That's what I needed. Thanks.
Yeah. The caption is Michigan
Lord.
cars suck.
Yes, and they do.
Yeah.
They really do.
The only other thing I actually managed to accomplish was ripping all the rusted off heat shields off of the manifold up front.
Oh, there. Yeah, here's your other half.
Bit-
Yeah,
Been
that is
there,
the.
done
This
that.
is the. Yeah.
That is ground, people. It's not like a white random thing. That's
Yeah,
ground.
that's just the ground.
Yeah, and that's the ground.
That was a rubber hole, like a
grommet
a
plug.
grommet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just took it out because I'm like, I'll patch that too while I'm there. Like,
so.
yeah, it does stop. The rust stops there, but like, I looked up and I poked my finger through it, like. One
Andy just
pound of
gave
pressure.
the
I'm like,
WRX
what the
a
fuck?
fucking prostate exam.
Kinda,
Just
yeah.
whoop.
And then I
bend
shoved
over
my
and
fist
cough.
into it.
Gives checking the oil a whole new meaning.
Oh, it was bad.
So what? Street sign?
You
I'm
I'm gonna patch it. I'll probably use steel. And
Do they
patch it
make
and-
a replacement for like a weld in or bolt in like rivet in panel for that?
Probably not.
I'd have to assume so. You just go buy a pan from Walmart. It's about that size.
If it was an important one, maybe. But
it's
like,
still a WRX. I mean, it's not
It's
like
just an
No, no,
oversized drain
but, like,
hole.
no, if it was like a door panel or like,
Oh, yeah.
like a,
Yeah, 100%.
like I don't think they make trunk floor.
No,
replacement
if it was an
panels.
actual like exterior body piece that like you could see,
or like something that's common,
they would make it.
or you know what I mean.
Well,
Yeah,
it's like with my Outback, they sell the front passenger and driver quarter panels for those things like
Yeah.
fucking hotcakes.
exactly.
Right.
Do they make the fucking rears?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, every single truck ever has replacement.
Oh, look, you could buy a $400 one.
I don't know if that's
direct
even right.
from the.
That's a 2008. That ain't
oh,
even it.
still,
I'm just clicking on
you
things.
could buy a
Yeah.
$400 one direct from Subaru.
Yeah,
probably.
Bend over and grab your knees.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'll just use some steel that I
whip your
fucking
own up.
$40. Like, yeah, I think it's a $40 sheet.
A hammer and some tack welds
Yeah,
will do you
about
plenty
$400.
fine.
About $400. for
Yeah.
that.
No, thank you.
But you could fix
But that's
it
for the
some-
whole thing.
Could fix this on ice. Or yeah, we could just whip something up here and it'd be
Yep.
fine.
Well,
Or you could take a piece there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy that. It's a 4x6. I don't know. No, not 4x6. What is it?
What do you-
Good
what do you
lord.
think?
2x3, 2x3, or 2x4 sheet of steel from Menards.
Oh, like
Oh.
just so I don't have to
2x4,
bug
yeah.
you guys. It's like 14 gauge, I think. It's good quality. I've
God's
used it
plenty.
before. Oh yeah,
For a car, like cars are 20 gauge ish.
Yeah.
Usually thinner
maybe
even.
it's 16 gauge. I don't know. It's
14 and 16 are pretty standard.
yeah, but either way, it's decent material. It's $40. I'm pretty sure like 40 or 60 bucks.
Hey,
I don't
man.
have to bug you to cut down a full sheet and
Yeah.
shit. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, no, that's ideal actually.
Hamner.
So yeah, patch that. Patch the. Ripped off all the manifold. Oh, the only other thing I did was look at that.
What is this? 'Cause
Oh,
this
hey.
looks bad.
Doesn't that look really important?
It looks like something mounts very importantly here.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Is this the
that a-
subframe for the rear? Is this
Yep.
where it
Nope,
attaches?
it's the front.
Oh, this is the
That's
front.
the
But it
front?
is the
That is-
subframe.
that is the subframe.
kind of.
Oh, buddy.
Kind of.
Kind
That's
of.
that's
What
fucked.
do you mean by kind of? 'Cause
So-
it looks like it is not kind of and is
It looks
extremely.
very important, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is called the U-frame.
Ooh.
It is essentially a crash bar that ties both frame sides
together for stiffness.
In the event of a crash.
Oh.
Okay.
You don't need that. Just don't crash.
People remove these and just throw them away.
Oh, no shit.
I didn't know this. I was
You were traumatized
Like panicking.
immediately.
I took 10 minutes and thought, I'm only into this car $1,500. Turboing my 2.2 wagon would be about $1,500. Do I just pull this whole drivetrain and put it in the wagon and scrap this piece of shit?
See, the guy from Michigan, he was like, "You'll be surprised how rusty this car is."
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, I don't care.
No, he didn't. He said something while I was picking it up, not in messages, nothing.
Like
He
in
said
person.
something. He's like, yeah, my sister lives in Florida and we go down there quite a bit. I was thinking about going to a junkyard and pulling a front and rear subframe and bringing them back and swapping them into this. I'm like,
That sounds like a lot of fucking work.
I'm like, he never said anything about it. He never said why. I just made a
I
mental
gotcha.
note of that. Bring it in the garage, roll under it. I'm
This
like,
motherfucker.
there's a fucking reason. Huh.
Yeah, on first glance, you're like, "Is this car going to break in half on top of me?"
Yeah. So I was nervous. I poked every rust hole that was starting. I made it a hole, cleaned it out. Like once I wash this officially, I'll like roll under there and like spray out.
Find
everything.
all the bad
Get all the
spots.
dirt and the rust and out of every crack and crevice so that this thing stops rusting out. But yeah, apparently this is actually just not needed. I did find one from like you probably know him. It's Martin something from Chicago. He's a Subaru part out guy. He's done thousands of Subarus. So if you ever see a really cheap Subaru or a part out Subaru, it's him. Martin something with a J.
Yeah, I
last
know who
name.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on Marketplace, he's
Yep.
literally done thousands. So I messaged him. He's like, $200, got one rust free. Here you go. I'm like, okay, fair. I'm like, or it turns out this is completely
Don't need it.
unneeded. Holds no weight. It's literally just a crash bar. I'm like, fuck it. It can stay right there and rust its little heart out. I don't care anymore.
Gotta die like a man.
So yeah.
Interesting.
Not stopping me from driving it.
Not
What is
yet.
stopping me from driving it is the fuel line
That just
that has no replacement
pisses
that I need to
fuel
figure out
of.
how to patch.
Is this the one?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
it. So there's 3 fuel lines here. The
Yeah.
soft line is fine. It's just the metal.
Is that looking down or looking up?
Looking up.
Oh.
This is coming. This is underneath the rear seat is where it drops through the body.
okay.
Yeah.
That's very wet.
Yep.
Don't know. Oh, it's like a gallon a minute.
Yeah, because
Well,
it's fuel rate
zoom in.
on
It
what?
looks
It's crusty.
crunchy.
Yes.
You mean-
I
you mean
didn't
all
touch
this?
it. I didn't take it apart.
Yeah.
It's going to break.
Yeah, if you touch this at all, it's exploding.
It still runs and drives right now. So like,
Surprisingly.
Well, all it's got to do is fill the rails, then it builds pressure.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
the
it. Just
pressure
put
feeds
some
off.
goddamn JB Weld up in there. It'll be fine.
well, the problem is I can't find like an actual replacement for all these fuel lines. I'll have to like. There's aftermarket, but it's like $600.
Yep.
They sell a kit with all the lines and ends that you just replace these hard lines
Yep.
with. Like that's all fine and dandy, except for I don't want to spend $600 on this. I just want to patch the one.
Yep.
I'm sure you do,
So-
but that's not how this works. You're a Subaru.
I don't. I need to figure it out. I
Whatever
guess. I
makes
don't
the
know.
most common sense. Yeah, they didn't fucking do it.
I've looked a lot. There's not a lot of
Is it
fuel goop.
seal all?
Oh
There you go.
This
no.
is yes. Actually, yes, it works amazing. This is what I have around the filler neck of the red truck. Now it's not made for pressure,
Yeah.
but it is literally made.
There's no pressure. It's
I
just-
believe it. Don't
it's
get me
there
wrong.
to,
Yeah, I'm
just
sure.
to
It's-
hold the rust in
It's
place.
built for gasoline.
I believe it.
Yeah, I wouldn't use it for this, but
Yeah. No.
if you're desperate, you could just
No, I'm not.
just wrap
Turns
it
out I
around there.
really wanted to get this.
$5 versus
Oh,
$600.
Instead of add to cart, it says load the truck. That's so funny.
That's funny.
I hate this place.
Well, yeah. So this was before I figured out what was exactly wrong with the wagon. So I'm like, fuck me. Like I wanted this. I wanted the WRX to be the daily driver, so that the super or the wagon
could
can
retire
be
the wagon.
the fucking rally car dedicated.
But it turns out the wagon's not much better.
Hey.
Yeah, this is the. So I figured out what the second fuel top hat of the tank
Yeah.
is. It's the other like inspection hole inside the rear. It's not a sending unit. It's not a secondary sending unit because I already replaced the fuel pump on
Yeah,
the
and all that.
passenger side.
Yeah.
This is the other top hat of the tank. This is the fuel gauge, fuel level gauge, essentially.
That's usually it's
Really?
usually in the sending unit.
Yes, this
That's
is
weird.
a secondary fuel gauge. Basically.
So are they
the
like
fuel
checking
pump-
against each
Yes.
other?
Yes.
Oh.
The tank
seems
is
overly
in a U shape.
Oh.
So it kind of needs to check both essentially.
Interesting.
That's fair. So it averages both of them
The
to
problem
get an
is there's an
accurate.
evap line on the top of this, and there's a fucking hole in the metal
There's
evap
a pretty noticeable.
nipple. So that's where it's coming out of. I filled it up with fuel after I poked it, and then that happened. I'm like, there was a pinhole in it. I poked it. It turned into a
crack.
sliver, a crack.
Crack.
Filled up with fuel to drive to work this week, and the first 30 miles I was about ready to
pissed
die.
fuel.
Because if you roll down the window, you smell gas. Inside the cab, you smell gas. I was about ready to pass out. So
May I suggest
I had that with
Seal-All?
mine.
That one you could probably
this
goop
one,
up.
this one's
Yeah.
not under pressure. I could.
Yeah.
But no, I have a
have a
new
tube
unit
somewhere.
coming. Should be here tomorrow.
I kind of had
Hoping to
that
get that swapped very soon.
same issue with my my 05 Impala. The fucking fuel rail leaked. And I remember my dad got in it one time, and he's like, "What the fuck? Does it always smell like this?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, we need to fix fucking fuel rail." He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay,
Bad.
we should get on that."
It's
I'm
amazing
like, yeah.
how non-important a problem is until someone else notices it.
Yeah,
They're like,
and then you're like, "Oh, you feel a little ashamed
Yeah,
and
oh.
embarrassed."
Oh, I'm so glad that I'm the only person who rode in this thing all week.
Like
oh.
Tori now, if we go up any hills, the ship box kind of like flare shifts and it kind of jerks you, and she always goes, "Jesus fuck," and I just go,
Well,
"I'm doing the best I can, god damn
on the
it."
other hand of like someone noticing a problem, you ever watch your passenger when you're shifting a
I
manual
fucking
car?
hate it so much.
It's like you would think you're running a fucking drag race because every
Literally.
time you push the clutch and they lean forward, they almost hit the dashboard. You fucking let the clutch out and roll into power again. They fucking slam back in their seat. I'm like, brother, I'm ginger on this motherfucker. Like, what are you doing?
I'm babying this
yeah.
bitch.
Joe and I went to Marshalloni's this week, and I literally, I'm like, "Can you stop being so fucking dramatic over there?"
Exactly.
He's
It's
like,
like, what the
He's
fuck?
like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "You're fucking rocking all over the place."
It's like, dude, just sit there. God.
He's like, "I'm not driving. I'm not expecting it." I'm like, "It's just."
I know, but what the fuck?
I'm like, "I'm driving so nice and smooth, and you're just bouncing all over the place."
I did
Were you
that
in the
recently.
Fiesta?
Oh, of course,
You
yeah.
got fucking like bucket seats, man. Just
I'm in
fucking
racing
sit back in
buckets.
it.
I'm like, just lean into it. He's like, but you let out, you push the clutch and just like little roll forward.
It's every time.
It's like 1 inch of
There's
movement.
there's TikToks and reels and shit about that. It's like your passenger every time you drive with a stick shift. It's
I
like,
hate it.
"Nah,
It's just you're like,
fucking leaning back and forth. Yeah. So on the other hand, maybe the passengers over dramatize your problems too.
that's what
Who
at
knows?
least that's what I want to believe. Can you stop being
yeah.
so fucking dramatic over there? As
Literally.
he's like on his phone, and he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Doing it
Oh, yeah.
instinctively, god damn it. And
know.
I hate
So,
it.
Yeah.
I'm just mad about it. Driving by myself is so much nicer. Or it's like, oh, my car doesn't drone that bad, and someone's in the passenger seat. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's so loud.
Yeah, I'm hoping to fix the exhaust and put the fuel pump
Fuel pump
level
hat.
gauge
Yeah.
hat top thing in.
Hat.
Hopefully Friday after work. I'm hoping to figure that out.
Fun.
Or at
You
least
can't Friday
Can't.
after work.
We
so
have a
we're going to-
cookout.
motherfucker.
There it goes.
Do it in
after the
Caitlin and Nick's
cookout.
driveway.
Oh.
Ugh, I don't know.
He's
Well,
like-
I got to go to the vet. I got to leave work early tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Bring Blue to the vet for a chondrone shot and a pee test because she keeps peeing in the house.
You can't show up to the barbecue smelling like gasoline because you'll light on fire.
Maybe.
You be playing with the fire and you're like, oh, I'm fire.
Yeah.
So no, you're not doing that Friday after work.
Fuck,
You're
yeah.
going home and doing
Damn
it
it.
tonight.
No,
No.
I don't even have it. It's supposed to
No.
be here tomorrow. So,
Okay. So Saturday.
but I already have so much shit to do Saturday.
Can't do it Sunday. It's Mother's Day.
Uh,
I
no,
mean,
we
you
have
can,
one thing
but-
to do.
Okay.
Like for lunch, like late lunch, and
on the late lunch ripping like gasoline.
yeah.
Hi, Mom. I gotta go
Mom.
shower.
So yeah.
Don't light a cigarette or strike a match because this whole fucking place will go up.
Look, we got a solo stove. Oh, I gotta go this way.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
So.
shit.
Peeking the mics.
Yep, you're
The
welcome.
The headphone listeners love that one.
Yep, they do.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
anything else, Andy?
Has anything else gone horribly wrong this week?
No, not really. No.
Oh, the Cobra doesn't have a fuel issue other than it
It
is out of
misfires. It misfires when you blip shift,
That's
and
separate.
it's running out of fuel on the top.
it does run out of fuel. That is,
So-
I would call that an. Yeah, it's an issue. It's
Yeah.
fair.
So everything I own has a fuel issue of
That
sorts.
sucks.
Or concern. A fuel issue or concern.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like, there's really no like, oh, but what about no?
Yeah, no.
It kinda,
Everything kind of needs something.
everything gas powered just hates you.
Kind of.
Is that a lawnmower? Is your lawnmower all right?
Do you have a
My
lawnmower?
sister's lawnmower's fuel pump died on Friday. I went down after work and tinkered with it.
Okay,
She's
so
like,
don't come near my shit
it
because all my
wasn't-
fuel stuff is fine.
Yeah, my sister's fucking lawnmower. It wasn't. She FaceTimed me and she's like, I'm like, okay, open the hood. Show me there's a clear filter. There's none in the bowl.
Empty.
I'm like, okay, like it's not getting fuel. She's like, it would run for a second when you choked it and then it would die. I'm like, okay, it's not getting fuel, whatever.
Yep.
Go down there. I fucking take off the pump, spray it with brake clean. It starts to work. I'm like, hey Nikki, a new pump's $20. It's
three screws.
no, 2 hose clamps, a third hose that doesn't have a clamp on it, and 2 bolts.
Is it just a little
You
diaphragm
can replace
pump?
it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
They're super simple.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna come back down and fix this. You can order it on Amazon.
Watch a
and buy
YouTube
this.
video.
Yeah, it's not that hard. So yeah,
So yeah, everything that has fuel just dies for you.
I guess so.
Huge fan of that.
Uh-huh.
The only other thing I really did was put up some insulation.
Oh, you did do that.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Fine. I bought the right insulation this time.
Hey,
it's
look at you
it's
learning from
2/3
your
done.
mistakes.
yeah, it's 2/3 done. Well, yeah, I bought the stuff with the
backing.
paper face. Yeah.
Yep.
Found a way better way to cut this.
Ooh.
Put the fucking paper side down and cut through the fucking insulation.
Yeah.
That way you don't wrinkle the paper.
Yeah.
We weren't doing that when we did it.
I know, but that's because I don't like to do it because I put pressure on both sides and cut.
Well, I
and
still
I
do,
also
but-
use a fresh fucking razor
Well,
blade.
my
too.
knife, it has the
Seatbelt cutter.
Oh, I don't have it. Yeah, like the seatbelt cutter thing. It grabs it because the blade isn't long enough.
Yep.
So I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, so found a way better way to do that. But yeah,
I like to do it paper side up.
It's looking fairly nice.
2/3 done. I have a couple pieces not put in yet because of plumbing and electrical that
Yeah.
still need to go in. So
You want to give yourself access into the back half too.
yeah,
Just for right now.
My uncle, I'm gonna talk shit on him, even though he's done all the
Even though
work
he's
for free
like-
so far.
He's like an amazing laborer.
He's
Indentured
been on
servitude.
vacation for 2 weekends in a row.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, I know he
What?
does deserve it. So he's up fishing. In
You mean
Wisconsin,
because
so-
every other day of his life he's working?
Yeah, yeah. He's going Friday to.
Is he fishing
coming
for
back on
anything
Saturday.
specific?
He caught a lot of bluegill and crappie up in Wisconsin so far. So,
Don't we all?
yeah, but yeah. So hopefully he's enjoying it. He deserves it. I'm paying him when he gets back. I have $300 of Menards rebates and $500 cash. I'm like, here you go.
Here's chunk of
Like,
money. Please,
yeah, because
please keep-
he was bitching about the last guy he helped. He's like, yeah, he bought me a $700 like nice angle and degreeable miter saw. He's like, yeah, I got a $700 saw out of it, but it was like
Not the one that
3
I
months
wanted.
of work. I'm like, fair. So
You're like, here's 3 months of work. Hey,
yeah, here's $800, kind of.
it's cash money. You can do anything you
It's
want.
cash
with it.
money.
Hey,
and-
man,
and
those-
in-store credit.
Those fucking Menards rebates, man, that shit's like fucking crack to me.
Well, I have
now.
another $200 receipt from the other 10 things that I bought.
That's like my favorite thing is usually in the middle of summer, me and Tori are like, fuck, we got $300 of rebates. Let's go to fucking Menards and buy all that shit we didn't fucking want to.
yeah.
This is like your equivalent of scratching tickets at the counter in the
Yes.
Casey's. You're just like,
Yes.
oh man, we got a big one, $11.
So yeah,
Got to get my Menards rebates, man.
hell yeah.
Fucking love.
I've
Menards
never. I
rebates.
wish I would have used them more when I was like younger.
Younger?
Like,
Just threw that shit away.
The only reason I started doing it, I saw a lady walk out with. She paid $20 for $300 worth
Yep.
of shit. I'm like,
Oh, it's just free money.
that's how that works. Like, god damn.
As a kid,
dude.
you're like, rebates don't make sense. I gotta like
Tori
mail a
started
thing
me
and
on
fill
that
out
I didn't.
forms.
Yeah, I didn't
friend.
think about it at all. But yeah, like, well, I'll say so far I spent be about $7,000 there with the house.
So
shit.
11%, man.
$7,700
Well,
free
$5,000 of that has been under
Okay,
11%
fair.
because there was a couple months where it wasn't.
Yeah.
So
I usually don't go to Menards during that time.
I had to fucking buy and build
yeah.
shit. So you know. But
Speaking
yeah.
of going to buildings at times, Marcus went to Royal King this weekend.
I did.
or
What'd you
this
do?
week. When did you
Ooh.
go?
I went Tuesday. I
Monday.
think Tuesday. Monday.
No.
I don't fucking know.
We were trying to figure out earlier and we couldn't figure
I don't
it out.
know. This week
Oh.
is just really gone by.
real
Go
quick,
ahead, Andy.
Runnings in Streeter. It's the old
Yeah, it used to be-
Big
Oh,
R
yeah,
stock
yeah,
and field.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
Stockfield.
Very impressed with their selection. Their hardware specifically, a lot of shit in there. I was very impressed.
It's
by
not
that.
just a Milwaukee or DeWalt. They have like
They have both.
off-brand too.
Yeah.
and they have both. But it's
they
like
have
a whole.
They have a ton of pack out shit.
They have a whole aisle dedicated to Milwaukee, DeWalt, generics, off-brand.
they
'Cause
have more
I've-
shit than like Home Depot does. For as far as like Milwaukee power
yes.
tools.
That's
I
surprising.
have
was
been to the runnings in
Morris, Streeter.
Morris, I think.
It's the only other one I
And
know
it's
of, so,
like
yeah.
they had a good selection
I
of
haven't
just
been in there in a while,
everything. I was like, man,
Yeah.
fuck Rural King. I'm gonna start fucking driving here. And
You
then I'm
say
like,
that,
yeah,
but you went to
yeah,
Rural
no.
King anyway.
Yeah, I like-
I end up at Rural King all the time too, but yeah, their selection is
Well.
not nearly as good. But yeah, like I said, I was very
I don't-
impressed by especially their hardware section.
Yeah.
It was all clean. Everything was
Yes.
full. I was
What?
shocked. It's not blue and green either, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
That's kind of cool having blue bolts.
I like
it is kinda
the
neat.
most thing I go to Rural King for is fucking nuts and bolts.
and chicken
Because
feed.
no, I
you
fucking
finally-
have stopped going to Rural King for chicken feed.
What, 'cause they never
Every
have it?
time I go in there, it's they don't have this or they don't have that, and it's like okay, well whatever, I'll get something different. And then I go in the next week, and they have the one bag that I wanted the week before, but now they don't have the bag that they did have,
Yeah.
and they just
It
never
sounds
have.
like somebody
shit.
else is on the same buying cycle as you.
They're just
you
one
just
week
yeah, you
off.
just guys are just need to flip flop.
It's just stupid. They order 4 pallets of fucking horse feed, but they can't order a single pallet of chicken feed.
Mm-hmm.
So we are on a subscription base for Farm Fleet now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you
So
go.
now it's guaranteed.
Farm and Fleet's a superior store. So.
Yeah.
Fleet and Farm's even better.
Fleet Farm, not Fleet and Farm.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Two
Potato,
separate
potato.
things, but yeah.
We're not Wisconsinites.
So
We don't
I
do
went
Fleet
to.
Farm.
I do like Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm's fucking
Fleet Farm.
tits.
I have no reason to drive to Wisconsin to go to a
Okay,
Fleet
but
Farm.
We
Farm
drive
is
past
so
it every
nice.
time we go to
Yeah,
Tori's
I know.
dad's, and I always make the joke of, "Do you want to stop at Fleet Farm?
Hey, can we stop and look at tools, please?
stop and look at your chickens?
And she's like,
Chickens and the gun section and like whole outdoor
Oh,
stuff.
I was
So
also in a
good.
store that had guns. Where was I out of state?
you were
When
out
you
of
went to
state?
Detroit,
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
When I bought my come along.
Wow.
I walk past the gun section, look over, I'm like, oh my god, they have guns.
They have
Like,
real
that's
guns.
Crazy.
They have things.
It's been a fucking 2 years since I've seen real guns. Besides when we went to GunCon.
Yeah,
But
they don't just have shitty shotguns.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
god damn, that's crazy.
and off-brand
dude.
pistols.
Yeah, I'm like, motherfucker.
oh yeah.
God, I
Damn.
hate this state.
The rest of the country's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
you went to Rural King.
I went to
for-
Rural King, and I finally broke down after like 2 weeks of looking on Marketplace and like shopping around online.
Oh, you bought a kayak.
I bought a kayak. I bought a sit-in
Yeah.
kayak.
Did you not check Dunham's?
I
per
did.
chance?
They
didn't-
just
didn't
kind
like
of
'em,
didn't
didn't-
have
they-
what they.
They started a sale tomorrow.
Yeah.
But so here's your kayak. Ironically, in the Dunham's parking
Yeah, I
lot.
was like, wait, isn't this?
I went to Dunham's because
After you bought it.
You price check them.
Oh yes, no. I went to Dunham's because Dunham's had because according to state law, you have to have a life vest
Yes.
when you go out on the water in a
So you
kayak.
had to buy one of them.
So I bought a $13 shitty orange one.
But see, if you would have won the auto-inflating vest at bingo, like Michael did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or not,
Yeah,
not for what you're doing.
Yeah. So yeah.
So you got a kayak.
I got a kayak.
Give me this. Give me the rundown. What is
10
this
and a half
thing?
foot?
It's
10
a
foot?
it's a 10.
60
I see
feet.
100X or something.
Yeah,
so.
it's a 10-foot Pelican Argo 100X.
Okay.
Just a standard cheap run of the mill fucking kayak.
Does it have a high backrest?
No.
Oh,
Wrong.
It's not
Oh,
horrible.
You're cooked. It's so over.
But it's not great. I'm
Yeah.
already
oh,
looking
it doesn't
at
help. I tried
high-
to flip the picture. It does not help.
I'm
just
already
ruins
like
perspective.
looking at, some slight upgrades like so
Fishing rod holders on Amazon. I bought a 2-pack for mine.
the one that I was looking at Rural King had 2 rod holders.
The,
I was like,
the kayak you were looking
yes,
at.
kayak.
Yes. On Rural King's website.
Yes.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, I'll just go get that one. It's the same price as this. Okay, sorry, it was $2 more. Whatever.
I mean,
How
Nobody's
much
price.
did you spend on this?
it was $200.
Okay, I think I spent like $300 on mine.
Yeah. So and for an entry level, it's like whatever. I could sell this on Marketplace in a fucking heartbeat. But so I was looking at Rural King and I was like, oh, this one that they have that says it's in stock has 2 rod holders. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go get this one.
Oh, I think I had the same. Oh no, I don't have that one.
but it's very similar to this.
Yeah. This was the other one that they had in Dunham's too.
Live well.
No, it's a
Yeah,
dry
a
box.
live well that's like
Yeah, it's
one fish in
it's
there.
a dry box, but it's like that lid is not sealed. It's just those 2 strings
Oh,
that hold
okay.
it
Yeah,
down.
that's pretty
It's just
there
kind of
there is a little rubber gasket thing, but it ain't gonna.
It's not
Oh,
pressure
mine
sealed.
doesn't.
It's
Mine's
just-
not at all.
No.
It's I like shoe holder, like a water shoe
I
holder
gotcha.
that can get wet. I don't know what that's
It
for.
can hold like a bottle of water.
Yeah,
That's-
if you want to
just
go
go
back real quick, I'll show you the one I
about
have.
it.
I saw it.
Okay, we go back.
It was
On the same
bottom
page?
left.
Is this guy
I think so.
high backrest?
High back, and it has
it's not showing
it
the
has a
whole-
removable box in the rear.
Doesn't show the whole thing. but
Yeah,
this
mine
is-
has
kinda
that
okay.
option.
Can I just click on it?
Maybe.
Yours is the X100 Ego?
It's-
EXO. Yeah.
EXO.
Yeah, this.
All these pictures are awful. Okay, I'm going
Yeah,
back
they're
to the
dog
this.
trash.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a removable like plastic hard box
tote.
in the rear,
Mm.
and then a high back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have adjustable foot pegs?
No.
Ah.
So this, you have
Oh,
the premium version of
Yes.
his.
Yeah. That's why it's another $100 apparently.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So-
probably worth
But-
it though.
Yeah.
High backrest.
The high back, I sat in both of them. I'm like, fuck that one. I'm buying this one. I don't care how much more it is.
Marcus has an infinitely good spine.
Must be nice.
Other than all the
No,
problems with
not,
it.
Yeah.
Not
Other
really.
than all the massive problems
So,
with
yeah.
it.
So I went in and I was looking at a different one and didn't see it outside. I'm like, oh, whatever. They probably got the cheapies, ratchet strapped to the fence out
Yeah.
there. They probably got them up on a pallet.
Did you already have a
In one of the
oar
loading.
or paddle?
Yeah, because I
From
bought one
Mark?
with that sit in.
Oh yeah.
So went inside and I was like, hey, do you guys have these? It says you have them in stock. So he pulls it up and he goes, well, what I have outside is what I got. I'm like, okay, fuck, whatever. Well, can you order me one?
Yeah.
So he's pulling it up on his phone and he's like, nope, they're discontinued, out of stock. There's not even any in the warehouse. I'm like, fucking
Gay.
figures. All right, whatever. I'll go buy the fucking blue one because I don't give a shit. And so, yeah, I don't have any rod holders. I don't have adjustable foot pegs.
It's pretty bare bones.
It's pretty bare bones, but like adjustable, the actual like Pelican branded adjustable foot pegs are like $30.
But that's how you get to $100 more.
Yeah.
Well,
Because a high
yeah.
backrest is 50 and pegs are 30 and rod holders are, well, yours didn't come with them either, I suppose.
Yeah, no,
So
Little storage
I,
container.
I
say
have
mine-
some little upgrades to do that I'm gonna slowly do. And
There is
stuff.
also a fishing version of
Yeah.
at least mine. Like I think there's one of yours too, which I was debating. I'm like, well, fuck, maybe they're close enough. It's just more storage essentially.
yeah.
But yeah, so I was looking around. I'm like, I don't fucking know. And then
What was that one? The EXO? 'Cause
EXO.
Then I can just order a replacement seat for
oh yeah,
Andy's and then put it on mine.
Honestly, yeah.
EXO.
Yeah, here's the high back seat in all its glory.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very similar,
Mm-hmm.
but there's
Yeah.
definitely like, this is the base
Isn't it?
model.
Okay. it
Yeah.
is an
This
Argo.
is the not base
Yep.
model.
Well, yeah, it's especially it's like young kids who are only gonna ever use them once. People who want a little bit nicer who might keep them a little bit longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yours is still an amateur grade. But
Oh,
it's like
absolutely.
You're going to use it more than one weekend a year.
Yeah, Chloe's had a white water raft. Like it was a $800 kayak when it was
Yeah,
brand
with
new.
the skirt.
Had a skirt. It's very low profile, like very
Yeah.
heavy, like thick material. That way it can actually bash off rocks.
Yeah, you're like, I'm in the river just floating around.
Yeah, I'm not doing a whole lot. So
Yeah, if I bash this thing, I earned it.
yeah, I can go through 3 of these in the time she goes through one of those.
Yeah.
So.
Didn't get no race boat. But
Yeah, hell yeah.
I also didn't, want to spend like $800 because if I, didn't like how I fished in it,
Yeah.
then it's gonna kind of be a little pointless.
well, how did you fish in it?
Yeah.
Have you used it yet?
Yeah.
Oh, but also, weren't you gonna
did.
buy a 2-up for you and Tori, or was
I did,
or-
but I think every
Use
time
words
she's
carefully.
been in a kayak, it's been a sit on.
yeah,
So she really doesn't have the confidence with the stability in it.
to just buy a canoe.
He was
but
it'd
trying
probably
to
be
canoes
cheaper.
are like $600 fucking dollars.
Build
a
one.
marketplace canoe.
build one yourself.
What is it gonna do? Leak? Flex seal it? Come on.
Seal all.
So eventually, I'll try to get her
I got
into
you.
it.
I wasn't sure how soon that was happening. You had mentioned it, so I wasn't sure.
I would like to.
But
I mean, we like to both go fishing, but
Yeah.
it's just plus canoes are usually longer.
She can sit on the shore and cast into you as you're out there in the water.
Yeah.
She can just try to hit you with it.
Well, it's.
I
have you
used-
ever heard the thing where it's like, you're bank fishing and you fish out as far as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking kayak fish, you aim towards the fucking bank.
Yeah,
It's like
Basically.
dumb as
String.
fuck, but literally every time I've ever done that, that's how I fish.
And it works great
It
both
does.
ways.
It's like, God damn it.
Yeah, you're in a kayak. You could just like set it down and it would
Yeah,
be fine. But
literally, but you don't. You fucking
No.
you always go towards the fucking bank.
it's fucked up.
but
up.
I hate
I used
fishing.
to have a canoe, and what I like to do is the front between the front seat and the bow, I guess, of it.
Yeah.
It was big enough you could sit cross-legged comfortably in there, and you were down low enough, your center, you had a lot of stability. So maybe eventually, just
I got you.
haven't got
Like I said,
there yet.
you had mentioned it, wasn't sure how soon. You wanted
Again,
to do
my whole fishing ordeal is cheap and, easy. I'm not spending $600 on a rod and $1,200 on a fucking fishing kayak.
How are you going to catch the big fish?
We're just fucking winging it. I caught 2 big ass fucking bass like 3 weeks ago just fucking bank fishing.
So
But apparently you can't do that out at that spot. So that's why I bought a kayak.
Committed crime. So can you kayak fish at that spot?
Yes.
Is that what you were doing?
Yes. There was like 3 other people out there too.
Okay.
But
So you went kayak fishing.
I went kayak fishing.
How was your kayak fishing?
Um
Wow, this picture's skinny.
yeah, I need some upgrades.
Is this at the wetlands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better
This is
shoes.
the same spot me and Tori got engaged.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's a 3,000 acre
Yeah.
fucking nature sanctuary, but
Same spot ish.
I really could use a rod holder because otherwise it's down in between my legs. So
Is that what Tori's for?
whoa. So I keep my life jacket and my lure box, tackle box, whatever the fuck you want to call it, back behind me in the netting.
Yep.
But you're wearing your life jacket.
Nah, I don't fucking wear
But
that
you're
thing.
wearing it.
I don't. It's fucking 2 foot deep of water.
Allegedly.
Theoretically,
I'm a
you're wearing
decent swimmer.
it. Not in marsh, you're not.
Nah, it'll be fine.
One little swallow of that stuff, and
Literally in this picture where I'm sitting, it's probably 2 foot fucking deep.
Well,
you say probably. What if there's a hole?
And then it's going to be 2.5 feet
Okay,
because
fair.
it's a bass hole and
You're a
you don't-
bass hole.
Ah, damn it!
I
I
was fucking
got
waiting
him.
for it. But yeah.
So you went fishing
Yep.
into kayak.
Yep.
How did you do? Did you catch fish?
I did. I caught a single decent sized bass, not too bad. And now mind you, I'm catch and release everything like
of course.
Plus I also did find out that the minimum length to keep bass was like 15 fucking inches. I'm like, fuck that.
It's so you don't keep any of them pretty much.
yeah.
I'm like,
basically.
God damn, that bitch is fucking big.
Smooth
Well,
the water is too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really nice water. The first picture, I was like, wow, that looks like shit.
Well, because I was so in the first picture I was top water with a frog
Oh yeah.
in
that makes more
the
sense.
things because that's
In
where
the
I caught my
lilies.
2 big ones.
Mm-hmm.
I almost caught a fucking muskie. I was just he literally crested the fucking water
Oh, sure.
and tried to hit my lure, but
Was he
I was
about yay big
No, he
too,
was-
or about 65 inches long? You know,
he was a good size. Look, any fish I'm happy with because
Yeah.
I always when my dad and me always went fishing, it was bobbers and a worm on a hook.
That's all I
That's
still
not-
do. I'm
that's not how you
27 years
fish.
old. I still fish.
And
like
let
that.
me tell you,
I've caught some
I-
shit on a fucking bobber and a night crawler,
I
brother.
enjoyed the time fishing with my dad, but fuck, that was boring as hell.
But you can see
Sitting
the
out
bobber and
there,
it falls in the
sitting out
water.
there and staring at a bobber in midday sun with no hat, and no shade for 3 fucking hours. Fuck that shit. So I lure fish now, and
Well-
it's a lot more exciting.
I'll say we had like decent fishing down here, but like as a kid, we went up to Minocqua, Wisconsin quite a
Yeah,
bit.
see, I never fished in Wisconsin.
Bobber and nightcrawler fishing in Wisconsin is a
It has its
whole
place.
like we'd catch every time we went out. We'd probably catch 50 or 60 in like an hour setting. Like you're it's every minute you have a hook or somebody has a bite.
I
So-
can't remember where we took my grandfather's boat out, but it was a man-made lake. And they still had like the trees coming up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I mean, I remember sitting there. I just cut like 5, maybe 10 foot of line, wrapped it around my finger, and I was just fucking pulling bluegill out.
Oh yeah.
These bluegills are idiots.
As they fucking are. I like bass fishing.
But yeah, like
I don't know.
we
I
always
caught one time, and now I'm fucking hooked on it.
Well,
Haha,
honestly, I
pun
still
intended.
get quite a bit of bass.
Really?
I'll be honest. Yeah.
We should go fishing.
With all
When?
my free time.
When?
With all my free time. I would like to, yes. But either way, my grandpa's fishing while everybody else is in the boat. There's usually like my grandma, call it my mom, my sister, and me. Almost every time it was my grandpa. He'll throw his out. He's then putting on worms all the rest of the day. And if he's not putting on a worm, he's taking somebody's fish off. He might actually catch 2 fish, everybody else catches 100. Like, you know,
he's
the whole boat catches 100.
He's busy the entire day.
Yeah, it's like until I was able to like start putting worms on and taking fish off and shit. But like the majority of my childhood was my grandpa just. I mean, I
Working
would
his
like to know.
ass
You know, like the like mission like
Use your
the
words.
mission overview stats of like video games.
Sure, yeah.
It's like
sure.
number of worms put on other people's hooks. I
yeah.
want to know that number for my
Shit,
grandpa.
that would be kind of
Big
funny.
Oh
number.
my god, it'd be a million. Oh, it'd be so
life
funny.
stats.
Yeah. That's yeah. When I die, I want.
Just
that.
hope there's an end game credit screen.
Oh, I
that shows
want it
your-
Well, that
so
was
bad, dude.
a skit for
Oh, I'm sure.
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
The guy died. If I took my poop and
Miles
made it into
driven
bricks,
drunk.
yeah.
Fucking, like, oh. Yeah, absolutely.
Guardrails scraped in the Super Duty. Still won.
But
How many objects have you hit in a vehicle? Well,
do cones count? Because Marcus is high on
fuck
the
you.
yeah. Do they count if I'm in my Jeep? Like,
Rocks count. You're like, oh no.
oh no.
Bumper. Every time the bumper hits the ground, you're like, well, that's thousands.
Yeah, we're in 7 digits.
Back on 35, just tink, tink, tink everywhere you go.
yeah.
28.
So did you catch this fish or you just take pictures of it? Because this is
That's
I believe
not a
that's
fish.
There was a swan out there,
Wow.
which actually not this one.
Were you in Cletus?
That one?
McFarlane's Pond?
That one was a pretty good picture on my phone.
Yeah,
zoomed
that's
in.
pretty good.
hell yeah.
With the
Oh, until you
little
zoom in too much,
behind
it
his
gets a little
head.
blurry,
Yeah.
but zoomed out, it looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Cletus's lake,
Parking lot,
stealing
yeah.
his swans.
But you had other people out there too?
Yeah, so there were 2 other people in kayaks fishing.
I love the S10 Extreme up here, though.
Hell
One
yeah.
one guy
That
caught.
guy, that's a farmer or something. He's got some
Probably.
decent stuff
Hell
sitting
yeah.
around. Couple old square
It
bodies.
does
and
need a
shit.
G20 van or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
But swan.
There was
So did
one.
you catch this thing or no?
No, I tried to stay away from it.
Why?
I'm like, this little shit's gonna eat my fucking frog I just bought.
Whoop your ass.
It'd probably beat the shit out of me. Dude, fucking swans make some weird ass fucking noises.
Yeah?
He was chirping and chattering up along the side. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude yapping
Just
about?
looking for a buddy. He's just hanging out.
But yeah, so one guy was like way out and kind of like, I'm guessing like the deeper part. I don't know. I haven't really explored out there too much.
I don't know. I'm afraid of the deep water.
And it was funny because as the sun started setting, we all kind of came in at the same time, and he was behind me. So I think he said he caught like 3 bass, 2 crappie, and a muskie.
Well, now you know where to go fishing. Go,
No
go
shit.
where he was.
Yeah.
Go
And then
on,
the other guy, he was like, I caught like 1 fucking tiny crappie, and that was it. And I was like, okay, I caught 1
I've
bass.
never
That was
caught
pretty-
a crappie.
I don't think
For
I've
as
ever
much
caught
like
one.
Wisconsin,
I think
everything, I've never fucking caught a crappie.
The last time I was out dock fishing at the wetlands before I found out you can't fucking do that, I had a muskie, I think, had it pulled all the way into the dock, and of course I was trying to, grab my pliers out of my back pocket so I could unhook them and, take my picture and do all that shit. And he fucking started thrashing and there he went and off. I'm like, fucking cocksucker. So
that's why you need a net. You fucking.
I was looking at
You
nets.
should get a net.
There you go.
Yeah.
You need a net holder for your kayak.
Well, if I get 2 rod holders, one could be for the rod
That's
and one
fair.
could be for the net. So yeah, I started kayak fishing.
Rod
and
holder.
I'm
you mean
kind of
Tory?
shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't shut the fuck up. Yeah.
You can't say that, but I can.
Hey, that's my wife.
My way.
Not yet. It's
Oh,
not.
But yeah, so I started kayak fishing,
Hell yeah.
and I'm kind of digging it. I was kind of out there, just like I'd
vibing.
paddle out and then kind of coast.
Bro's got
Not
the
to-
JBL speaker in his lap.
I literally played like my country mix. My cowpoke came on first. I was like,
Okay, headphones in or speaker?
just speaker, just
Okay.
quiet.
Okay.
I was like, I could use an alcoholic beverage right now, and man, this would be fucking great.
See, that's what that front well is for. You fill it with ice and put beers
Well,
in
so-
there.
Honestly, yeah,
In
probably.
The front of mine, it's a cup holder. They referenced it as like a deck. So like you can like put your phone up and
I
have
have
shit
the
there.
little phone holder too. Yeah.
I was
I
like,
don't think I
yeah.
have a cup holder. Do I?
Oh, I have a bottle holder in between my legs.
Oh,
which is
I do
a
have that.
fucking pain in the
Yes.
ass,
Yes, I
and
do
then
have
it's like a
that.
cup holder.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah,
It's behind that
like,
little ridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
a different picture. Keep talking.
But
vertical one.
yeah, so I got a couple little upgrades to do. It was kind of a bitch
Oh, yeah, you
fishing.
can see this in
Yeah,
the-
there
in
you
the
go.
And then in between the U of the seat
Yeah.
is a bottle holder.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
You can snap a
Yeah,
bottle in
so
there. And,
a couple little upgrades because as I was out there, I had my paddle sitting, in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
my phone sitting in my lap, then I had my gloves tucked behind me, and then my fucking pliers up here, and then I
You
had
got
my
shit
dry
everywhere.
bag in between my legs.
You need
and-
a fishing vest and put your phone and your pliers and your gloves in all your
so-
pockets.
But a rod holder.
You need that fancy hat with all the little fucking jigs
with the
on
with
it.
the with the flies on
Yeah.
them. But yeah, I need a rod holder. Oh man,
They
some
have
of
a
them are
t-shirt.
kind of
Hold on,
cool.
Hold on, the one on the way
Is there a
left.
Hawaiian
It's a
one?
t-shirt made to look like the vest.
that's why I'm like, I bet I can find some cool.
What
oh,
the
hell
fuck?
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, I don't think that's a fucking.
No,
yeah.
I think. Oh no, man. It looks I think it's
a
just
t-shirt.
pictures.
It's like a jersey.
Yeah, I was
That's
like, it looks
dope,
like
though.
it's supposed to be, but it's not. Yeah,
But-
no, okay.
Couple little upgrades.
All right.
Rod
I know what
holder,
I'm doing for
paddle holder
Halloween.
would be nice.
I love kayak. I go fishing. I mean, yeah, that's what I
Amen,
do.
brother. Possibly an anchor at some point.
Anchor, huh?
Yeah, because
Oh.
if you're not in like the lily pads and stuff and you like cast off to the side and you're kind of reeling in quick, you just start turning. At one
Oh,
point, I
yeah.
literally did a donut because I just kept casting to the side. I'm like, oh,
Just
fuck
driving
it.
yourself in circles.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So caught one. I got like 2 other spots I want to go check out, but way more stable, way happier.
Way more better.
yeah.
Yeah. My ass didn't get absolutely fucking wet as shit
That's what Tori's for.
within like the first like
I
2
don't know.
minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
But did your pants get wet climbing this gigantic tower?
No,
Oh.
that didn't phase me whatsoever. So,
Where is this?
that is my old radio tower.
I figured.
Mm-hmm.
Why you don't work there anymore?
I don't.
You're trespassing.
No. They had internet issues.
Womp
So I had to go out and climb.
Which tower is this? Where?
This is the
Granville-ish.
Granville, Putnam County Tower. So,
Oh, yeah,
here's
yeah.
the Illinois River,
Yeah.
and it's just up, and then, here's the greenhouse.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, up over that way.
God.
Shit, fuck.
Is this as high as up as you climbed? Or you take pictures on the way up?
So
you're probably-
that was as high up as I climbed, but this is a panoramic, so
is that you? Hold
it's
on.
a,
go
it's
back.
it's a wee bit different.
Look at the tower.
Yeah, you could
shadow.
see him on the side of the
Womp
tower.
womp.
Little
I was
little blob marks.
two
Chubby.
thirds the way up.
Yeah.
Which, man, let me tell you, I've never climbed a
I-
tower specifically this tall.
I blocked it with the host camera. There he is.
Climbing up,
Yeah.
fucking easy. Climbing down,
Terrifying.
a motherfucker.
Yeah. Climbing down is so much harder than climbing up.
Like my fucking feet started hurting, my legs started to shake a little because my legs were fucking tired.
It's completely different
I was
muscle
like,
activation.
Man, fuck this.
Climbing
I got
is so
down to the
easy.
bottom and I was like, that sucked. That fucking sucked.
But you got some cool
if you wanna,
pictures.
I have always wanted to climb one
Tratter.
of my old radio towers.
Tratter.
Tratter. He's
With a
plowing.
fence in the tratter.
Yeah. No, so that tower next to us, it's an AT&T tower.
Oh, okay. That's
or
the
no,
tire-
sorry, T-Mobile.
That's the guide wire for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
the
gotcha.
fence for the guy wire.
Figured.
But yeah, climbed up and took some pictures. I think there's one of them. Yeah, there we go.
That's pretty
So
good
I
height.
was just to the third band, which
Be
Each band is what,
looks
50
like
foot?
60
no, I
feet.
want to say they're 30 foot.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Let me,
You-
let me
Me
Google
judging
that.
it, you're about 60 feet.
I mean, yeah, you're 60 feet off the ground. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Feet is
Keep going through pictures.
band.
Judging by
of
the size of the
a
car. That's
radio
0.5.
Yeah.
tower.
He zoomed out a little bit, but
Yeah.
sure, that's a Ford
See, in-
F-150 down there.
I'll say, in my head, that car
Oh.
is whatever
No, that's not
whatever
fucking
length,
right.
and I'm just like picturing that stacked on
Stacked
top,
sideways.
like end to
There's
end.
probably 4 of those up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably 5, yeah. So,
That's
you know.
not right. They're
But I
saying
mean, it's a nice.
they're saying it's 200 feet.
Okay, it's definitely not
Oh,
that.
It's
No.
not that. Because
No.
that
The whole
tower is
tower's not.
426 foot.
Well, if you're 2/3 of
To
the
the
way
tip,
up,
yeah.
you're 260 feet up.
Yeah.
You know,
I was a good distance up there.
Yeah.
That's
you can
the
see a long.
highest I've ever climbed.
It's the highest you ever been.
Yep.
Happy 420. Am I right?
But yeah, got to climb that tower. So
Yeah.
that's cool. So that's the second tower I've.
Did you climb all the way to the top just for
No.
funsies? Oh,
No, because the transmitter was still on. I didn't want to, microwave my
get
body.
melted.
It's not that bad.
It's fine if you're on the tower.
No.
'Cause it goes out. and
No.
Like we said in Discord, do a flip.
Do a flip.
Do a flip.
Yeah.
Bet.
Nice little view.
But yeah, got to climb one of my towers.
One of your old towers.
One of my old towers. Which, not to go into too much
Into
detail
tooting your own horn.
on the radio station side of bullshit. They, I guess they hired a cheap engineer
Wow.
to be on
Wait.
site.
How much
Chief
do they pay him?
or cheap? Which did you
Both-
say?
Both.
Which did you say?
Chief.
Okay.
Or they hired an engineer.
Okay.
So this was Jason's call that we got. So I was like, I'm just gonna stay out of this. They don't know
Yep.
who the fuck I am.
Yep.
Which
Whatever.
You know who you are.
And Jason called and he's like, hey, we're gonna be on site. Da 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 da. What's the do you have the? Because it's gated.
Yeah.
And it's a
Gate code
good
and-
like half
pin.
mile from the gate to where the transmitter site is.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Jason's like, you can unlock the gate, yeah? And he goes, oh, I don't know the code.
You're like,
Lucky me, I didn't delete all of my fucking notes. And I'm like, it's this. And I literally clicked it in and pulled it out. And I'm like, all right, there we go. Pulled it open.
I believe
we-
that's breaking and entering.
No.
No, they're
They're
a contractor.
We put one of our locks on there
Okay.
to fake it. But yeah.
I still believe that's a crime. Even
Yeah,
if you know the
it's
passcode,
fine.
it's still unauthorized entry. I guess it's authorized because they
It's
made it
authorized
legal.
because it's contract work.
It's
Technically, you could've-
frowned upon, not illegal.
Technically, you could have
like
parked at the end
masturbating
and
on an
walked.
airplane.
I ain't fucking walking. You can kiss my ass.
I heard that.
Yeah,
I
it's
hope some-
frowned upon, not
I hope
illegal.
somebody else did too.
It's frowned upon, like masturbating.
No, it's definitely
on an
s-
airplane.
Oh my
That's
god,
actually
Jesus.
hyper
That's a
illegal.
line from Hangover. It's fine.
I haven't
Is it?
seen
Hangover
it.
movie, yeah.
But
I don't watch movies.
yeah, got to climb one of my towers, went fishing.
Didn't jump. Fucking.
There was
Wow.
here's the
Oh.
other thing that happened.
I'd love to hear
You
it.
jumped.
Went to I
You
fucking
peed.
wish. No.
You got a
pissed?
you got a
Did
scenic
you scenic
pisses
piss?
fucking Instagram
Oh,
clip.
did you-
fuck, I missed my
God
opportunity.
damn it!
Where's long distance pissing?
Jason down at the bottom of the tower. Why the fuck's it sprinkling?
I didn't know they were
motherfucker.
calling for rain today. No, you tell Jason, hey, turn the windshield wipers on.
This will make a hell of a TikTok, I swear. Just film the wipers like washing it off, and
And then just
pan
zoom
up.
in on him way up there.
Fuck.
This is why we're not famous.
Missed opportunity.
Banned
Shit.
from Instagram. You know what?
But here was the other thing that happened. Went to go move or start. I don't know. Went to go start shipbox,
You're junk.
and yeah, and clicked
Junk
key
that
over.
doesn't leak fuel. All the cool cars leak fuel.
Hey, I leaked a shitload of transmission fluid, and then I fixed that problem.
Oh, well,
so
come fix
fuck
my
you.
fucking gas leaks.
No, that sounds like a you problem.
Oh, there's so many problems. Anyway.
So went to go start shipbox. Click, click, click. Nothing. No starter. Again. Remember, because this happened
Oh,
before.
yeah.
Like, God, fuck. Okay, whatever. Cycled the key. Wait a minute. Cycled it back on. Still didn't do anything. I tried to,
Get it in neutral.
try to shift it whatsoever. The neutral safety switch, that solenoid
neutral
in there,
lock.
neutral
Yeah.
lock. Thank
Yep.
you. Did not fucking move. Like, huh?
You got to
okay.
jam a
whatever.
screwdriver into it.
Thank God
Sometimes
that.
it's hard to.
Yeah,
But
but
talking about your PP or no?
No.
Oh,
Thank
jam a
God.
screwdriver into it. I thought.
thank God that little neutral safety switch is uncovered, and you gave me that little screwdriver.
Oh,
that
yeah.
fits perfectly down in there. Literally just.
Wait, we're talking about your PP? I'm so confused.
No, we're talking about the shipbox
know.
doing shipbox things, and
Yeah.
it didn't.
It wouldn't start.
It wouldn't
apart.
start again, and it
Yeah.
had that loud
Yep,
buzzing
yep.
noise up underneath.
Of course.
Shoved the screwdriver into the neutral safety. Drive,
Yeah.
park. I was like, yes.
You just
That's a
shifted into
stupid
neutral.
fucking. Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
whatever.
But it's not the same.
It just so for some reason sometimes it just doesn't think it's in park.
It's probably the park sensor.
probably.
Like,
I don't
Or
know.
to an Andy.
that way it knows it's in. It's
Or
either
it's
in
whenever
park
you
or
fucked
drive.
with
beat
my
the shit out of your
shifter.
shifter.
What did I do?
When you're trying to get the bushing
Remember?
to pop on,
You're
you
trying to
just
get that
beat the
bushing.
brakes off
Oh
of it.
yeah,
That thing
maybe,
was a
maybe it needs
motherfucker.
recalibrated. I don't know.
It's
man.
fine. It's only happened twice. I'm
What
not,
am I, a doctor?
Not
It's
not
fine.
too worried about it.
Whoops.
I'm not worried about it.
If you wanted it right, you should have done it yourself.
Yeah.
And you try to do it yourself.
I
You said,
did,
"I'm
and I
saving
got
this for
really
Andy."
pissed, and I got fuck this.
I
I'm
still,
saving
yeah,
for
I
Andy.
still struggle with it for fucking 20 minutes or whatever. it
That's
was.
about how long he did. He's like, I'm saving this for Andy. I'm so tired of this.
Well, because I was up underneath the car for like an hour and a half
Oh,
at that
yeah.
point, fucking with shit. I'm like, my arms are tired, my back
you,
hurts. I
you
need
lay
a
there
drink.
like the meme, the cat just fucking.
Just let the jacks down on me.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
Let the Harbor Freight jacks collapse. It's fine.
God willing.
Oh, I should have taken a picture of that. I got.
Oh no.
No, it's a big upgrade. I got rid of that little
Upgrades, people.
fucking
Upgrades.
what's it called? Not pallet shelving.
Pallet rack?
Kind of.
Was it the plastic
that
one?
chintzy. No, it's the chintzy little metal one I had with
Yeah.
like the I don't even know, cork board almost.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh,
it was.
that,
It was. Yeah, it was in the corner of my
MDF
garage.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a pallet rack. It's just a shitty one.
Yeah, really. It's like 100, maybe 100-pound.
Yeah.
Per shelf or whatever.
Not much.
Got rid of that. Hung all. I sheeted the garage for the most part, or like that one wall at least. And then hung shelves. They're 20-inch brackets, so I can fit 20-inch fucking ply. Like
That's
They're
big.
extra. Yeah,
That's
they're
big.
A lot of storage over there now. But then underneath of them, I bought a bunch of like coat hooks. Coat hooks essentially. Well, I bought 6 of them because I have 6 jack stands to hook my jack stands
Oh,
on.
you have 6 coats. I'm like, okay, sure. Sure thing, God.
Weird flex, but okay.
God forbid, guy likes coats.
God forbid a man likes to be warm. This brings back to the painter fucking joke at the beginning. Put on another coat.
This is why we can't have nice fucking things.
There's many reasons we can't have nice things.
So yeah, bought 6 of them. The
don't work at all.
Harbor Freight ones fit, and then the Harbor Freight 3-ton like small ones also fit.
Okay.
But I have 4, or I guess about 8 total. I have 4 Evercraft, I think. Everlast.
Evercraft.
Evercraft from Napa. Yeah. So
Is that what it is? Okay.
yeah.
pretty
Have
sure.
4 of those
Google it,
jack
prove me
stands.
wrong.
They didn't fit on my little coat hooks. So I'm like, damn it, I gotta go find different ones. So now I have those, but now it's so nice seeing all the jack stands off the floor. I'm able to like pivot my floor
it.
jack kind of underneath the shelf too, and the handle's nice and tucked away. The welder swings underneath the fucking.
Everything has a home.
Everything has a home, and it's so nice, and I'm just so happy about it.
Well, your old garage had a bunch of pegboard everywhere. You could have like
trust the pegboard to
No.
hang the fucking jack stand?
No.
I didn't trust it to hang a picture.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
You had the grill off your 6-liter hanging, and I was worried about that. And that's
Yeah.
plastic.
But yeah, so yeah, I've sheeted. I don't know.
You
a
shitted
third.
your pants?
No, I wish. No.
This
I
is why we need to
sheeted
have topics.
Sheeted the garage area about a third of the way probably so far.
Okay. Just OSB or whatever.
Yeah, 7/8 OSB. Yeah, or 7/16.
7/8.
7/8. God
Your
damn,
garage
brother.
is strong as shit.
Good lord.
Yeah, 7/16
Built like a
OSB,
brick
just-
shit house.
I probably need 2 more sheets to finish the one wall, and I have 1 sheet down like the back wall,
Yeah.
the long wall.
Gotcha. The long wall.
A long way.
But yeah, just kind of doing that whenever I bring my truck to Menards, I'm gonna buy like 3 or 4 sheets and just
Keep
throw
buying
them
a couple at a time.
Yeah, just so it's not like overly expensive, and I just always have something to do, kind of.
Like 3 sheets is a very easy. Like I can get this done this afternoon without thinking about it.
Yeah,
If you
like
buy
I have to
40
cut
sheets
around the window, and then I have to trim like
to the wall.
yeah, I gotta trim one to fit like the rest of the gap for that one wall.
Yeah.
And the back wall, the next one I have to do is I have to pull off my Larson cabinet with all my metal or my aerosol stuff.
Yeah, your fire cabinet.
Got to pull that off to put it back on. But the biggest pain in the ass was cutting around my light switch, all 3 garage door openers, and my thermostat for my heater for the garage.
Yeah.
That sucked.
That
but
was not
that
awesome.
sheet. That was the one sheet I did on the back wall because I knew it was gonna suck. And then also above the door, I did like all my scraps there.
Yeah.
And I put my one picture frame that I had.
Up on the wall there.
Yeah. Yep. Which I tried to hang it just like by the string on the back.
Yep.
But then it
Broke.
no, it hung too low and it hit the door. It's pretty much the exact size of that. Before, like in between
Tight.
the ceiling and the door frame. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta drill through. I gotta screw through the fucking frame. So it looks kind of janky, but it's there. So.
But it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, it looks decent.
Wow.
Got my TV hung up, my shoe rack in the corner.
Doing all of the
Coming
things.
along.
Well,
Yeah.
what did you do, Brian?
very little.
Hell
Good
yeah.
But I
for
did.
you.
Worked.
But I did do. I've been at work a lot.
Yeah,
but
worked 60 hours again. You're
I'm doing
still on
50s,
60s?
five
Oh, okay,
five
okay.
tens.
Gotcha.
So I have Saturday and Sunday, but they end up
Yeah.
getting taken up by other things
Well,
somehow.
yeah, got to get caught up on chores and
Yeah.
laundry and groceries.
So out of the
and-
few things that I did get done, working on the Honda Airbox was
Yes.
the lead because at
Yeah.
rally number 1, the pre-filter fell off.
Yeah. The
Fucked
3D
off.
printed thread part.
Yes. So I 3D printed a 2-inch pipe thread that I could press onto the airbox very tightly
Yeah.
and then screw my adapter on for my pre-filter.
Yeah. Turns out
It's-
3 laps in, it fell.
It survived 12 miles of street driving and 2 3/4 laps of Rallycross, just being pushed on there by hand.
just friction fit. So
Yes. So it fell off on lap 3. The threads are in perfect shape. The
Nice.
adapter isn't cracked or nothing.
Yeah.
Cool.
It just literally vibrated off eventually,
Yeah.
which
got to glue it.
bound to happen. So I'm like, okay.
Just get some epoxy and just.
I'm like, I should just glue that on there. But I'm like, if I'm going to glue it on there, I'll glue metal threads. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
generic 2-inch pipe thread.
Yeah.
Like I should probably get metal threads made up. I'm like, that'd probably be a better
to the
long-term solution.
lathe.
So I'm like, I'll buy a pipe thread because I'm like, when I did the adapter, I had to change the internal size to fit the airbox tightly. I'm like, I'll buy just a piece of pipe thread. I'll use a boring bar and cut the threads to the right or the inside to the right size so I can just slip it on there. I'm like, this is easy. Picked up a boring bar off Amazon for like $45.
Nice.
I'm like, it'll be good enough to cut one thing of
Yeah.
threads. and I
Well,
could buy good
is
inserts.
it removable bits?
Inserts? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I'm not
wow.
buying anything without removable
Yeah.
carbides. So I picked up a cheap boring bar. I'm like, go to Menards, pick me up a little pipe thread section, a little 5-inch long piece. Go to test fit it on the box, slips over it, no problem. I'm just like, damn it.
So you didn't need the
Return.
fucking
I didn't need to buy a boring bar. It fits
wow.
perfectly. I'm like, I was really looking forward to playing with this.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
I'm like,
Dang it.
Like I'll bore it out, like
Yeah.
measure it, give it like 30 thousandths clearance for room for epoxy. It'll be
Yeah.
perfect. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's already too big. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm literally like, do I go and order like a Schedule 80, like an even thicker one,
Yeah,
so I
that
can
way you
bore it
have
out?
to, yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't do that.
Ain't worth pissing with.
Like I'll just glue the living shit out of it.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
So I glued the living shit out of it. And I have
love
pictures.
that.
I have
Did-
pictures of
did
all
you
these
know?
things.
Neato.
Here's it just sitting on there.
Aw, damn it.
There's just a gap around it. It's like
Yeah.
an
Dang it.
appropriate like 16th gap. It'd be perfect for glue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, this sucks. I'm like, it's perfect.
Gorilla Glue, it expands a lot.
expandable.
Very expandable. Like,
I
so
just-
that would have been perfect.
So there was
But
two
yeah.
theories. You put a little bit of glue, let it expand, or just
Or
put
just
a fucking
glue the
shit ton of
absolute
glue.
shitload of it. Yep.
Oh.
Attaboy.
You tape the threads, thank God.
taped
I was
the
thinking
threads.
about that.
Yeah, because I'm like, I knew that would be a problem if I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm very. Okay, I shouldn't say very. I'm a little disappointed that you didn't glue or tape the bottom, so it didn't just all.
See.
Out.
I wanted it to.
That's
out,
true.
because if you look at this,
nice.
so
yeah,
the way the airbox is
you're
designed
gonna
is
make up a lot of space.
this seam is a brace essentially. I have to cut all that off to slip this down.
Gotcha.
So this collar is now unreinforced and it's just thin plastic
I gotcha.
with the weight of this filter hanging off.
Yep.
So basically, I used this as a big gusset
Yep.
to stiffen the whole airbox.
Makes sense.
Is what I tell myself anyway.
Yeah.
No, like that's legitimate.
Yeah.
You reinforced it with epoxy.
With JB Weld,
Hell yeah.
extreme pressure JB Weld.
Wow.
it is-
fuck, that came out decent.
It is gooped on there, but I let it dry for like 4 hours, peeled the tape off. It looked
Who cares
nice
what
and
it looks
clean.
like as long as
Oh,
it
yeah.
fucking works. Did you rough up the inside of that pipe?
Oh
at
yeah,
all? Okay.
yeah. I sanded the plastic and the pipe. Just
Cool.
It's
beat the hell out
epoxy.
of
It'll
it.
stick either way.
Well, yes, but
Ideally,
a little
since
bit more
there's-
grip would be nice.
There's a shoulder on top. I'm hoping the epoxy kind of like forms over top
Yeah.
of it and caps it.
Right.
So it can't. If anything, it might break loose and twist eventually.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's still gonna be on there.
I can rip it off and clean it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, if I'm gonna lathe it, I can like put like deep grooves into it to give somewhere to bite, and then I didn't get to do any of it, and life sucks, and I hate it.
Damn.
But I'm like, I'm not gonna take this back and order a different fitting and this and that.
Yeah,
So
nah, fuck that.
I'm like, all right, it is what it
There's a
is.
simpler solution.
But there it is. It's in the car, all zip tied
And
up.
your
all-
straps broke, so now you just got one big ass zip tie on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two out of the 4 straps broke off
Are
immediately.
you going to mount the metal filter to do like a stand,
No, this is
like
super.
a leg off of the metal part, or no?
So there is the airbox mount is right below this.
Yeah.
I don't think so
Okay.
because anything that touches the outside is going to rub through the filter.
Yeah.
Fair.
So I have to brace it in here, At that point, it's only 6 inches away from the actual mounting bolt. It's shockingly sturdy.
Honestly,
I'll say.
So
I didn't looking at how, like, especially the metal, the new metal collar you just put on.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the plastic would be through that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like
it's
it is
braced
yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah.
If
It's
anything,
like, it goes through it. It's super
Yes.
rigid.
yeah. If anything, go back to the previous one.
This one?
I would just take like a shitty piece of like ratchet strap and go from your battery tie down bolt to something else on the other side is like
Make like a cradle.
basket.
yeah,
cradle.
kind of.
Yeah.
But
It's-
not like tight, but not loose.
No,
loose.
I think especially with
I
how
don't
much
think
epoxy
it's gonna
you
go
use,
anywhere.
I think it'll be fine now.
So there's like the one bolt for the airbox has a sleeve inside of it, so you can like tighten it so much.
Oh yeah.
I sanded that sleeve down like 1/8 of an inch so it compresses the shit out of it.
Nice.
It's super sturdy
Nice.
for what it is, you know.
Cool.
So we'll see if this holds up or not, but
Yeah.
what that is one of the very few things I've gotten
Hell
done.
yeah.
Well, kind of speaking of rallycross things, I think I'm gonna take a break from working on the ship box for a little bit.
What?
Well, because you're not going to be at the next.
Well,
you're
I'm not
gonna be
gonna.
like a month and
I'm
a
not
half
gonna
away.
be at the next one. Plus, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like that was
It's-
a good winter project for me, and it's
Now you're in fishing mode.
not. Well, no, but like the garden needs to get done.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, chickens need taken care of. My trees
grass is
need water.
growing.
Oh,
Your
really?
contractor
Yeah.
supergrass.
Yeah, I mean it's not great. It's very thin, but
need
it is.
to- I
It
need
is
to-
there.
So
There's
couple-
also a lot of like it's not sticker
Spots.
bushes.
Thistle.
Yeah, like
Ah,
angry. Looks like it'll fucking bite you.
Sharp weeds.
I need to mow. I need
why
to
is it
mow
in a
all.
cage? It bit me.
Yeah,
It growled
kind of.
at me.
I need to fucking get rid of that, but I also don't want to mow like the whole fucking thing. I'm like,
I did that a couple weeks
Don't know
ago.
what to
Just let it grow.
The first mow this year, I mowed twice, so I mowed it really down low,
mm-hmm.
and then I
Scalped it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have a dethatcher and an aerator.
Jeez.
Boy, you hate Margaret? What the fuck?
I didn't get that joke.
Margaret Thatcher.
Oh,
it wasn't a good joke.
It
to be
wasn't
fair.
good. Yeah,
No.
to be fair.
so I dethatched everything because I had like bald spots where
Ball.
bald
Bald.
where a bunch of fucking weeds grew. So my weed and feed took care of that. So I had like these massive fucking bald spots everywhere. I'm like, this looks like shit. I have to at least try.
It looks like ass, and it's still the
Something.
nicest yard on your block.
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
Easily.
It's funny to look between my yard and everybody else's because like not
There's,
saying
like-
everybody else's looks like
So
shit,
there's like
but there's
3 others that are like presentable.
there's a shade difference because
Yeah.
I fertilize my yard.
Gay.
But yeah, I did that a couple weeks ago and I put down grass seed and it's just starting to come up now. Fuck, I need to mow too. This
My yard
weekend.
just angers me. It's so little. I got a reel for my extension cord for my corded mower.
I saw that downstairs.
It works so
What the
much.
fuck? Yeah.
Rolling up 100-foot cord by
Oh,
hand
yeah,
is so
fair.
annoying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it was like $12 at Menards. I could just reel it in now.
Yeah,
Like,
nice,
it's way
nice.
better.
Hell yeah.
But I mow the yard, and there's no breeze because it's in a fence.
Yeah.
So all the clippings don't blow away.
Nope.
So the,
So,
the
yeah,
gr-
you have to
bag
rake
'em.
every time.
I don't.
Well, okay.
But the grass is like it's normal grass, but it's like an inch of like dead grass
yeah,
inside of it.
yeah, it's very dense.
thick.
I need to
because
like
it never goes away.
yes, it's just it grows so fast because there's all the nutrients stuck to it.
Yeah.
So speaking of that,
Oh my goodness! Look at
I
us
know
segueing.
Segway
Speaking of segues,
sponsor?
no,
I'm just
fuck
kidding.
that. Nobody's
We're not
paying-
doing sponsor
Segway
ads.
as the company has pretty much died. I'll be honest.
No, they still make some stuff.
Yeah, but now Stark exists and people
Yeah.
just buy those.
Me and my infinite stupidity, dumbassery,
Oh,
whatever the
boy.
fuck you want to call
Oh
it.
boy, I like this.
My, I made the compost bin because of all the chicken stuff and everything. So I was throwing. That shit's full.
Yeah.
And so
yeah, that's what.
I just, without thinking, just took all of the wood shavings from the chicken coop and threw it in the garden.
Okay.
Didn't think anything of it.
Oh, I
Went
see
to
where
go
this is
till it,
going.
and it holds so much fucking goddamn water in it. It's a
So now
fucking
it
mud pit.
stinks?
No, it doesn't stink. It's fucking
muck.
ultra wet.
Because it's hyper
So,
absorbent.
usually, like when I till, you get the small little granules and,
Yeah.
it tills and then you can go and rake it and it's all nice. fuck no, there's these like big ass clumps of shit, and I'm just running the tiller, like not even going forward. I'm just going in circles trying to break it up because it's so fucking wet. I'm literally at the fucking point this weekend. I'm gonna go to.
It hasn't rained in like 2 weeks.
I know,
and it's still that bad.
I know. I literally went out there yesterday because I watered my saplings that I got. They're all doing great. I'm very surprised.
Very cool.
I also last weekend the spot in between where the chicken run ends and the retaining wall ends.
Okay.
You know, there's that little spot. So I always put like wildflowers there. I planted all those. But so I was watering those the other day, and I just dug in the garden real quick just to see like how wet it still was, because all on top is completely fucking dry. Yeah, it's like this much on top is
Like
dry,
an
and the
inch and a half
rest is
is
just
dry.
like fucking mud. I'm like, God damn it.
Get composted.
So I think I'm gonna just break down and go and get some activated lime and
Try to dry your ground.
Yep.
out. Just get the hairdryer out there. And just,
fuck no. It literally got to the point it overwhelmed my tiller. And that tiller does not. I have not overwhelmed it. I already broke a belt this year.
just turn it into glue dirt.
It literally, I like stopped for a minute and I like looked at the tiller. I'm like, why the fuck is this thing having such a hard time? And I looked in the front and it's just like, you know, because the cover only does like the top portion
Like
of the
top
tines.
third of the rotor.
The part between the tines and like the wheels just fucking threw it all and compacted it, caked it. I'm like, I'm fucking done. I literally threw my hands up. Tori was like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm fucking pissed because all my plants are ready to go. But I can't fucking do nothing.
They'll love the wet dirt.
No, they won't. They'll fucking mold and die.
Me. It's fine.
No, yeah, that's where I'm
Do
at.
you need lime? Like actually?
Yeah, do you have some?
The quarry does for bulk prices.
For very little cents.
They,
the
they
fuck
might
am
not
I-
even charge you.
How
You're
the fuck am I going to get it out?
5-gallon buckets. How much do you need?
I was thinking like 2 bags to start.
That's like 2 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
They're
handful
they're
of buckets.
they're
just
$2 for a
Ecos-
50-pound
Ecostotes.
bag. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
even have
yeah.
Ecostotes.
fucking-
They're
yeah,
like
either
$5
way.
for like a 50-pound bag at Menards.
Okay, I wasn't
Okay.
sure.
They're
I was
not
gonna say like
They're cheap.
I would be surprised if they even charged you if you drove down there in your Subaru and just filled up the
Just
bucket.
fill the ass end of her up. It'll be
And it
fine.
has some lime, sir.
Yeah.
Bring the work truck, pour it in the bed.
Hey, well, it's got a topper on
Got a
it.
topper.
Fill the topper. Fucking what do you have one end loader pick it up vertically and dump it in there.
Good lord.
No, I'm just there. Park on the decline into
On the
pit.
hill.
All right,
The
just
excavator just.
throw it in there.
Ratchet
Tipping
strap
it
the
in.
wheelbarrow to the back of the car.
Fuck no.
Flat tow it there. I mean, this is easy.
Yeah, you can borrow my 5x8.
Oh no!
Put down
Fuck.
some
At that
plywood.
point, I'll
Has
just
no
put
sides.
I'll just put a tarp
be all right.
down that'll be for the roof rack. Yeah, just fill the top up.
Of the Subaru.
If it just blows away on the way home.
Oh no! You need to make your you need to make your
Like a
roof
cargo
rack
bag?
hinged. That way you can just push it up, and then it's
And
like
it's a dump
dump
bed.
bed off the side. We're
That's
turning
a-
into total off road, which
that's
is
a
terrible
horrible idea.
solutions to easy problems.
Buy the pre-filled bags? Nah,
Nah,
fuck that.
make a
Fuck
hinge
that.
roof basket.
Spend $20 in gas to drive to Utica and back.
Go buy a new shop vac, vacuum it all up, and then load that in the car. Then you have an easy way to dump it out too.
Fuck no.
There you go.
Yeah,
Foolproof.
but no,
What
that's
could go wrong?
that's about it.
Bring the dirt from your garden to the quarry, mix it with lime
And
there,
then
and
bring
bring
it back.
Fuck
you didn't
no.
buy any lime; you just dumped it on the ground and picked it back up.
Fuck no.
Oh fuck yeah!
Or maybe
Ah,
not. But
shit.
are we done here?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
I don't think it's gonna get any
It's
better.
not getting
I
better.
really ain't got nothing else. We've been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. That's really about
Oh,
it.
must be
that's
fucking nice.
literally
with
it.
all my free time, I'll join.
I'm just
Yeah, no shit. I play my lunch break. I'm like, oh, that's enough. Out of time. Speaking of out of time, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
bye.